soon in this BO3 series. I'm really excited, Pilsky. I don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, Potter's been a bit of a menace on the Neon, and then you said, like you said, head-to-head with Jin, who he's only played Neon since he came into this team. I don't think he's played anything else yet, so this will be his third game in a row of Neon. Man's getting real comfy in the Neon meta, but not for too much longer, mate. I hear the nerfs are coming, and I'm on fraud watch for all the people spamming it in ranked, but we'll see. Getting into this game here, Full Sense on the attacking side. Looks like a bit of a default, little bit of map control early on. Contesting tiles. A main take with the one-way secured there from Rapid Lofi, so just a slow start to Sunset here.
Yeah, no rush, but a lot of mid to possibly top mid as well. Unable to see anything just yet. They really want to play their picks first before anything else.
Yeah. Just securing that one way with the info line. Jin posted up there. Full Sense want to push him off the line. There's a flashpoint to do so, but you're ready with the reactive utility here. Pulled over is Suka, ready to support his man, but they're going to retake that info line with a fault line and a one-way refresh, so Rapid Lo-Fi still have info on the A side of the map, and Full Sense are going to kick off mid to B here.
Okay, no breach, no problem. Instead, they shift over to B, just as you said. Relay bolt still available. Try to clear the side of the pillar. Now they reached on towards the site, but it gets blinded. Potter has to cover as Prodigy is going to slowly loom in. Now it's a trade on the screen as Albus gets another kill. No plant just yet. Smoke expires. Leviathan goes down. 2v3 right now. Lots of tags. And that is going to go down. John Olsen, beautiful pistol start. And that's a 4K for him.
Yeah, man, just exploded once he got into the site. It was a slow start to the pistol. You had a little bit of a chess match with the A main control there. Utility being traded back and forth, and look, at the end of the day, Full Sense might not have necessarily got what they wanted. They still got into B against 3 defenders, and you know, backside control was still there for Rapid Lo-Fi, but when you've got John Olsen running into the site, taking everyone's head off, it doesn't really matter how many defenders are on the site.
Yeah, it was the more very well executed by Full Sense here. Might start it quick and fast. Nice scan. And they're gonna keep getting a lot of these information. Albus, though, gonna try to get the peek in, but the spray, the Sushi Boys, is gonna be effective. There's still a lot of tags, yellow health bars, and Jin looming in closer over here onto this one-way smoke. Might decide to just back away first.
Yeah, you can smell blood in the water with Bucky. Neon with the Bucky is scary as hell. John Olsen clinging to the pillar with 18 HP, just going to be tapping his cam, and Full Sense pull the audible, pivot back into this B site. We'll see how many more anti-ego kills they can farm up.
One enemy remaining.
Easy one for him. Potter, another one there for the overdrive, and see if Suka can make any guns. He won't. Easy as you like for Full Sense on the anti-eco there, Riku. I dare say they're pretty happy with how this game has started.
Yeah, very, very clean stuff so far. Especially on the attack, it does feel like their style of going from A main to B market has been effective. Well, 2 rounds in a row. Well, it was just an eco for the side of Rapid Lo-Fi, so this might be a true test.
Yeah, it will be. You got Jin already buying himself up a judge, and he's going to be contesting A main. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath over A main to start things off here, Riku.
Oh yeah, for sure. They're going to go in fast. Jin to dodge the flash, but the Cypher, the cage, is going to stop that in. Potter, though, with a top mid angle onto Link. Unable to find one just yet, but John Olsen does, though. Jin, unable to reach the range for the judge. He goes down. And in a blink of an eye, Full Sense has full control on A.
Spike planted.
Yeah, that gun round just crumbled. Really, really nice movement up through top middle. Potter was the fox in amongst the henhouse there, just backstabbing in through top middle, while the rest of Full Sense just traded down utility and took A main control. Rapid Lo-Fi, I'm surprised they're even going for this with how out of position they are. This should just be exits and maybe potentially a save of the Vandals, but they're still trying to go for this one.
It's very hard. Both of them on alley. Prodigy might open things up, but time may not be on their side. But you're right, it could be just playing off of exit frags at this point.
Yeah, it's doing a little bit more damage to Full Sense's economy, which is a bit of a wooden spoon prize at this point, because you've just lost versus the bonus. Vandals picked up for Full Sense here. They are in full control of this game.
Great start on a map that Rapid Lo-Fi has picked on the Vito. At least they're able to save a lot of these guns, but the same could be said for Full Sense, and there is still no stopping the control that Potter brings into this map, especially mid. There has to be something that they can do to just stop that flood over there.
Yeah, old mate, he just sent it straight up the guts, like straight up top mid while the rest of the team is going through A main. Full Sense not ready, or rather Rapid Lo-Fi not ready for that pacing. Might have to start defaulting a trip towards that position if you're daft, and it's going to be a fight over middle. TP in towards Tiles side. You're running down with the Sheriff, just caught fully off guard here. Reactive paranoia here from Leviathan, and a perfect relay bolt there, but Rapid Lo-Fi are fighting back here.
Yeah, really nicely done. The switch, the sandwich from A main to mid is going to really pay off. Now it's a bit of, can find some upgrades off of the map, maybe.
Plant for backside. Full Sense know that they have full control of the site. They're burning so much time off the clock, and you can see Leviathan hanging around in middle, trying to cut the rotates, trying to be a little bit sneaky. Cypher's dead, so you can go for this B main flank, and Rapid Lo-Fi committing to it, but it's a flank of a flank here, Riku. Leviathan's read this very well.
We'll see. They're all looking at A main, though. Here comes Jin, the rest of the squad as well. The smoke, they know? They don't know! Leviathan holding Noise, holding his trigger. Not just yet! And there's the one last Suka trying his best. The shot will not land, and it's a 4-0 start for Full Sense.
Yeah, Full Sense are absolutely working them right now. Really nice attacking side of play. Trading down the utility perfectly. They just keep winning all of these skirmishes over A main, and Rapid Lo-Fi forced to take a timeout here. Did save over those Vandals, so the money is a little bit out of whack, but the overdrive being mixed in here for Jin. He can drop a Vandal over to one of the other boys. That'll probably go to Prodigy, and they can put together somewhat of a buy here. One off the Hunter's Fury as well. The issue is, if they do try to go for some kind of set play with the overdrive, you know, these are the popular plays that you'll see with a breach comp where you're just, you know, sending it down Tiles or A main with a fault line and a dart, something like that. The problem is Full Sense has Rolling Thunder, so you're going to get outdone pound for pound in terms of reactive utility with a big ult like that. Any kind of set play that you do, any kind of big push in the early to mid round is just going to get swatted away. If the Rolling Thunder is placed right, you'll just get hard counted.
That's a really good point. It does feel like for the past few rounds, Full Sense have been either waiting for the fault line to be used on the opposition and then they rotate, wait for that to be casted, or just completely avoid that breach overall. And I feel like Jin, even though he's always with his breach, we haven't really seen that combo take off just yet.
Yeah, it's all about the timings. I mean, at the end of the day, we're casting a mirror match, right? So whoever plays the comp better, whoever, you know, finds the good timings with the util is going to be the team that comes out on top. And so far, that's been Full Sense every day of the week.
Absolutely. Full Sense. Full control, as we keep saying. Rolling Thunder available, just as you said, for this. But they really like the slow start at the beginning of the round. It's been working out for them, and they'll keep doing it.
You can tell they're anticipating a set play. Breach is in spawn holding a fault line for A main. Like, they are just waiting for Rapid Lo-Fi to send it down after the attack timeout. It's what you expect to happen. Rapid Lo-Fi, though, giving Full Sense the benefit of the doubt. After the one-way elapses, they're going to try to recontest A main here. Drone going through middle is going to give a little bit of false info and actually pull this over towards top middle. So he's not going to be in position to really help A main too much. There's the flashpoint on the line. Reactive util being held by Suka.
I love this. They're holding the fault line. Not baited out by the flash at all. Suka. Let's see if it's going to work out. Judge at the ready, at hand. They don't chill. They're waiting for more. And get the 3.
Down
There's the redemption that we're looking for. Unable to escape. But there's alert, though, onto Link to help assist with evening out the numbers. Spike is down. There's the check. Judge at hand. John Olsen takes Jin down. But the damage is done.
Left.
Spike just a few walks away. But the site is riddled with Rapid Lo-Fi members. How can John Olsen get out of this one? One way now. Activated. Slowly creeping in. And there's a push from Suka. I have no idea. 14 seconds on the clock. If you get that tap on the spike, they will know. They will push. You will be surrounded. There's the kill. Another tap on the spike! Now, Daft has to run away. Deny the kill. Deny the win. And that is absolutely scary John Olsen. You gave them a fright. And it's still planted. Nope, there is no time.
I mean,
Right.
100%. 100%. He gave them a big scare there. But it's all about the damage there. Like, even if he doesn't clutch the round, every gun taken away from Rapid Lofi in a round that should have been clean, should have been cut and dry after this start to the round. Massive 4K from Jin. And I know a lot of people will be thinking to themselves, what the hell is doing walking up elbow like that into a charge? Well, when you play against this comp, you know, you've got reactive utility from the defense. You know, if you breach, reactive util, we'll hold that for a second. Has pushed out an A main there. I mean, speaking of reactive util, that is the power of it. Fault line is going to stop you from taking any map control, but the whole point of Full Sense walking up slowly and not giving any info is so that they don't get caught by the breach util. Unfortunately, they get caught by a shotgun in a corner.
That is true. That was a bit of a shocking moment for sure. But John Olsen again has been doing so well in this map, even at the very beginning at Pistol, and he is one scary force to watch out for.
They're stacked up in market. They're just going to kick off a B split. 5-man through market, Riku. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. Potter, same position as earlier. Rolling Thunder now activated. The people at Boba are not going to get knocked up, but this gives a lot of time for them to recover. Potter's going to be pushing, and Prodigy and Suka.
Spike planted.
Beautiful kills, beautiful frags on their end, and now it's just 2 in an instant.
Python waits out the drone. Alert trying to play from the site with him, and he'll take 2. Oh, unless Alert can go absolutely nuclear here. This should be a round for Rapid Lofi, and he is surrounded. Well done on the retake there for Rapid Lofi. But Full Sense, like, these players are just so sharp. Even when a round's done, even when Jin kills 4, even when you get 3 with the backside retake B setup, and you are so far ahead in the round, you're still going to lose 2 or 3 players just completing a fairly, you know, routine retake that should be pretty easy for you. And Full Sense just makes you work for every single round.
That's true. It's not very clean retakes. It's because Full Sense, John Olsen, Leviathan, always make sure that the round can be doable. And it's hurting their economy a little bit here for Rapid Lofi.
For sure, they are pretty resettable. Would want to mix in the overdrive sooner rather than later. They've been holding onto it for a while. Rolling Thunder's there. Overdrive and Hunter's Fury almost ready for Full Sense, and they've taken B main control, which will give them access to that orb. See if that goes over to Sova or not. Might have gone onto the breach, so not really prioritizing that ult for now. Once again, Rapid Lofi have taken this A main control with the one-way and with the Neon just jiggling, and they are droning down middle. They're trying to figure out what Full Sense is doing here, and no one's giving them any information at all. Spike is still trending towards B main, so if I was to guess, I'd say Full Sense right now will go and push the Neon off of this info line with the drone, exactly like they're doing, and then it's going to be a regroup towards B, maybe a mid to B or just a B hit. Off the bat, they're trying to deny Rapid Lofi the information and pull the rotates towards this A site.
Yeah, the mind games coming from both of these teams. Full Sense definitely wants to be that puppet master. Fault line now being baited out, but Alert, surprise! That's going to be another frag for them. And the Spike now slowly inching closer to the V site. It is absolutely clear.
I mean, Full Sense, that is excellent salesman. They can sell
left.
me absolutely anything. They've sold Rapid Lofi, that it's a full A here, and they are losing players rotating through the map. Prodigy stuck in the corner, chased down by Leviathan, and the rest of Rapid Lofi completely out of position. That is disgusting from Leviathan. The individual skill on these Full Sense players is just something to behold. That's Thai aim for you. Jesus.
Very impressive stuff from Full Sense. And just when you think you've got them all figured out, Full Sense just pulls another fast one on you. Rapid Lofi, Overdrive, unable to convert into anything, and they're back to a bit of a broken buy here on this round.
Yeah, you called it. I mean, all of these kills that Full Sense is chipping in, these 2v5s, these 1v4s, does damage to the economy, and you see the effects of that. All Full Sense needed was just to break through on one round.
Oh, I like this. I like this from Jin. They're like, okay, maybe mid might be a big issue for us. Let's just send someone down here. Sneakily make his way over here. And that's going to be the fault line. Fault line for fault line. The stun, the relay bolt, unable to find its head. And they're playing hide and seek on tiles. Potter in the and wins that contest. 60 HP, doesn't find anyone anymore.
Yeah, bro's been chilling in Hogwarts. Like, he's just absolutely pulled out some magic there. Completely stunned, aftershocked, out of position. JK, I killed 2 people and get out alive. That's just ridiculous. Like, Rapid Lofi, what more can they do? They had the full setup on middle.
Yeah.
The Neon, Jin was down on statue. Like, the whole point of that setup is to do a tiles dive, and they still go 0 for 2.
Just so hard to catch Potter at this point. And
Spike
now
planted.
the spike is down. Gonna be a very difficult retake here.
Suka's picked up a Vandal, a little bit more firepower, but look, Rapid Lofi, they've lost control of their own spawn. This is, again, just going to be a question of damage, just going to be a question of farming old orbs, of taking guns away from Full Sense if you can. Not that that's going to trouble their economy too much. There's the fault line through top middle. Double peek off the back of that. Vandal hits the deck. Potter is looking to try to farm himself up some more anti-eco kills, but it's going to be Leviathan to do most of the dirty work here. Prodigy, a couple of lower players, and does connect the Sheriff shots, but at the end of the day, it feels like most rounds are inevitable for Full Sense.
Yeah, especially if you've got John Olsen being one of the last remaining members in a round. It's very, very difficult to get even more after that. Rolling Thunder on the side of Suka for this potential, for their buy round, could maybe break momentum on the side of Full Sense, but so far they have so much strategy, so much movement, so much counter. It does feel like they've fully read Rapid Lofi so far in these initial rounds.
That's going to be fisticuffs over A main again. Paranoia pushing Albus off the line, and a TP into the opponent's spawn. Hunter's Fury pulled as well here, Riku.
Albus amongst the chaos, unable to run away, but Prodigy and Suka gets a kill. Jin onto Link, that they get to cross already as Sushi Boys gets the plant. John Olsen with a reposition, now Rolling Thunder for that retake here, and dodging the relay bolt. So John Olsen is kind of free, gets blinded, knives out, 5 bullets. Now gonna try to get the peak down. Forced to reload. Daft already half committing to the spike, forced to leave. But at the end of the day, very expensive nonetheless. Rapid Lofi takes that round.
And look, they still have no money.
Yeah.
One player survived without even having armor, so if he wants to drop, he has to go down to light or something like that, and he's the Cypher, so he wants to buy trips, but he has got the money for it unless other people go light, so every round is just economy breaking. No round is free. John Olsen pinching all the pennies right now.
Yeah.
Rapid Lofi, though, still just chipping in a couple of rounds on defense. If they have a really good attacking side on their map pick here, maybe that'll be enough, but this is just feeling like a really rough game of Sunset to start us out. A little bit of mid control here for Full Sense. Going to be leaving the market door closed for now. Does seem like they want to be taking some mid control. They haven't defaulted to top mid smoke, but instead towards right side to kind of threaten a mid to B, but we can see that's all just pressure to try to pull rotations, which is exactly what it's done. Once again, Drone going through to try to push the Neon off that info line towards elbow. Now Full Sense making some moves towards middle.
Let's see now. They might break market door as well. It was pretty much pre-damaged. Might make a rush into that, but that's 3 members. He did show that it's no problem for them. Potter now dashing in. It's the stun. Unable to stun anyone as Albus finds Potter. But in the end, it's going to be an A hit.
Yeah, this is where the active lurk from Alert comes into play. Walking his way up through elbow, catches Jin off guard. It's just Suka alone on the site by himself. Light armor has to go absolutely massive to keep Rapid Lofi in it, and he can only go 1-for-1. The rest of Rapid Lofi completely out of position. Spike only now just going down on the default position,
know exactly
but going to be a difficult retake, especially with the neural theft revealing that no one's coming in on the flank.
That's true. It is going to be a stack together until Link, as Leviathan is already pretty much ready. 10 seconds till his smoke. One way now activated. And now, the Rincon. Not going to spot out anyone. Well hidden. 2 elbow. As Daft will be the one leading the charge. Now that's smoked out, but they gotta worry about this one from Leviathan's angle here. Is Prodigy sticking to it? Even committing? No, it's gonna be on half. Now they leave it. Leviathan with a flank. Now they're confused. Prodigy sticking it, and they're able to get the defuse down. Rapid Lofi, the trust to get that defuse.
What did it cost them though? Again,
Yeah.
every gun. But hey, we got 4 rounds. They're scraping
True.
through this game, hanging on by their fingernails, and I respect it. Staying in there for every single round they can possibly get. One off the Hunter's Fury now. If they can make this a 5 or 6 round half, given the fact that I feel like statistically, in terms of the duels, FullSense has been absolutely dominating this game, but you're still getting 4 rounds. We'll see how this A-main fight goes.
That's true. Oh, going on the aggression here. Dodging through the fast lane is Leviathan. Finds Jin's head. Potter as well with a nasty shot. Knows there's another player behind that box. Finds the kill as well. And it is just FullSense storming through the gates of Rapid Lofi.
Yeah, Daft and Prodigy, quite a task on their hands now. 1 cage and a dark cover to work with. They can try to segment some of these angles, but at least the Omen has been spotted and pushed away by the drone, and the cam will reveal that the other player, the Cypher, is on short as well. FullSense with perfect information and a big crossfire.
Everyone's on side as well. Daft, again, trying his best. It's going to be quite the retake. Signs to just back away for a save this time.
Yeah, I mean, they can't replace these guns. The winning bonus plus, losing the loss bonus plus losing these guns time and time again. Like, you just got to save the rifles in towards round 12. That's what they're going to do. FullSense going for the pushes. I mean, they've got so much economy that they don't care if they lose guns, and every ult orb that they can get is absolute gold. Whereas if you look at Daft getting his neural depth and the fact that you've already got the From the Shadows for Prodigy, it doesn't benefit Rapid Lofi as much to get those kills as it does FullSense. Plus the obvious, you want to take the rifles away that they don't have the money to replace. Hunter's Fury here for Rapid Lofi. That's about what they've got to play with. 2 rifles and a Hunter's Fury. That's got to be good enough to get 5.
Yeah, it is. They have to deal with that possible rolling thunder that could send them upwards. Might be a fast execute here. There's the paranoia forcing Alves out. Potter spots out Jin, trapped in the corner here in the relay bolt as well. But guess what? There's somebody by the corner, and that's gonna be Suka with the trade. And it is gonna be a pause onto the execution, because guess what? They're going to be again.
Yeah, it was all just A pressure, just an A elbow take from FullSense, and it had pulled the rotations for a time being, but I don't think FullSense has taken full advantage of the timing window that they had. They're only now just walking out towards B, and there's already 3 players leaning towards B now for Rapid Lofi because they've retaken that A space. Here's a duel on the backside of site. It's still favoring FullSense though, because Leviathan just hits nothing but heads. Plant going down for Sushi Boys, and Suka in a 1-on-3, has full util to play with, but no rolling thunder going to be a factor.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough to try and get... I mean, it's the last round of the half. Might as well try. Pretty segregated into important places for a possible trade. That's going to make things even harder. Suka has an idea. Has fault line available. Time is ticking. Has to check so many corners. Baits out a shot. Fault line. Forced to sidestep. Not gonna work out though, Suka. Leviathan goes down. The Sushi Boys with the trade. And the first round of the half is gonna be an 8-4 score.
Yeah, well done from FullSense to...
Sunset, Rapid Lofi's map pick, but there is 4 rounds to climb up, and it starts all over here at the pistol round on their attacking side.
Yeah, they scraped through as many rounds as they could on the defense. They're going to have a hell of an attacking side on Sunset here, because FullSense has been far and away the better team in this matchup so far, which is not that surprising for anyone that watched Ascension Pacific. Rapid Lofi, very rough tournament for them, and FullSense were one of the favorites and made it very deep, and I think that form is continuing into this off-season event. There's the fault line and the drone to try to push Leviathan off the line. He's been scanned up, but he can't be seen because he's thrown out a paranoia straight in Jin's face and kept himself alive.
That's a really tough execute there. Now losing Alert and Jin on the other side. His Prodigy now is going to be the one leading the charge. But Potter's in position onto Alley, so they're able to spot this out if they do try to peek a little bit. Even the relay bolt very closely now. Anytime. As there's the smoke. Potter's going to be pushing through this. And that's going to be a double stun. No, just the one. They're now starting to peek. And Potter's finding the right timing, but all eyes onto Alley as Suka gets the kill onto Potter. Alvis as well follows up. And now it's a 3v2. Finds one. And John Olsen, I swear, able to get through sneaky stuff before Sushi Boys will try to reposition off of this retake.
Spike planted.
Spike going down. Albus and Daft just trying to play the crossfire. Nothing to play with but a classic and no armor for Sushi Boys, but it might be all that he needs. Dink onto Daft. But the classic is a fickle mistress. The RNG on that gun is very, very sad to behold. And Daft a little bit sharper on that angle with the Ghost. And that's Rapid Lo-Fi. Again, there's no clean rounds. There's no easy rounds, but there are still rounds.
One enemy remaining.
True. It's very, very, very close every single time. All about that 1v1s. Almost of this map.
Like, it's the copium of my day-to-day life. Like, you know, there's not much going on. It's not, you know, amazing. I'm not a millionaire, you know. But at the end of the day, I'm alive. And
True.
I'm playing Valorant. So that's cool.
That's all that matters. It's the things in life that you truly enjoy. Jin now with a Bucky.
Yeah, he enjoys making other people feel misery. That's what this purchase tells me. That's what he enjoys.
Neon players, am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Full sets are all alive, in position for a pretty strong retake.
Just
do that.
What is that? And take note. This is supposed to be.
Last player standing.
He gets a triple with that Guardian. Suka just ends that on a period. And there you go, round gap now between the two.
John Olsen has got a lot of armor right now. Like, he's just jumping out of CT, right click, like 2-pump right clicking a player with a Bucky. Like that, it just should not be allowed. Full sense is just a little bit too good. This is ridiculous. Leviathan and John Olsen combining for 40 right now from 15 rounds. Like, this is just gross. One plus kill multi-frags off the charts for these guys. And once again, we're going to have a fisticuffs fight over A from Rapid Lo-Fi on the bonus. There's 4 players here from Full Sense.
It's a really good read for the side of FS. As Jin now doing as usual. The Potter dives right in, gets 2. I'm out of here. Even trying to peek once more. The cage is not going to save you at all. No sanctuary, no safety. And that is going to be a quick round for Full Sense.
Yeah, just such a perfect read. You said it. 4 players there. They knew exactly what Rapid Lo-Fi was going to be going for. The reactive util perfectly placed fault line paranoia. Potter slides in, takes a couple, slides back out. The other boys have a little bit of a peek. Everyone gets involved in the action. And it's a very easy shutdown of the bonus round there for Rapid Lo-Fi. Not as much damage as they would have liked to get done. But they will go into their first gun round as we head into round 16 here. And again, it's another great read from Full Sense. Big mid stack.
Yeah, they're pushing through this. Jin tries to maybe bait out a reaction, but doesn't get anything at all. But movement, perhaps, is the rotation that Full Sense is doing.
Yeah, such a small thing, but Rapid Lo-Fi with just a little bit of pressure on A, forced a rotation away from middle. Drone re-clears this A line. So we're going to actually end up in a bit more of a standardized situation. Neon on the A info line from Full Sense with the breach with support of utility. Sova rotates off. Rapid Lo-Fi start out towards mid and Tiles drop off the Cypher and are looking to re-clear A. This duel could be very important. Potter on the off angle. It's been sharp so far on the Phantom. A couple of players jiggling at him.
Whoop. There's no assistance from at all at the moment, at least, as there's just overrun by the rest of Rapid Lo-Fi. Very difficult situation now. -1. Still have time to move about.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they dropped off the Cypher earlier. You want to push that Neon off the info line. Even better if you can kill it. And that has really sowed seeds of doubt in Full Sense's mind that this is going to be an A site here. But Rapid Lo-Fi just creeping their way back into B main. They've still got Daft ready to keep that mid control and go for a backstab in the mid to late round where it's necessary.
That's true. Nobody's pushing through mid. No one's got the time, but they have to be wary here. John Olsen won't get hit. Now trapped in such a very tight corner as Jin finds him already. Sushi Boy's already on towards the site. Gets the flashpoint out of there, but the slide is just too much as Jin gets a triple. And Albus as well contributing to that number. And Daft, Unable to find the one, but Alert is just going to save at the moment.
And just like that, this game was not close.
Yep.
None of these rounds were close, but here we are, 7-9. Rapid Lo-Fi are going to reset Full Sense of Money and put their first foothold in the game here on Sunset. It felt like this entire game, they've been hanging on by their fingernails. They've been clawing their way into these rounds, been made to work for every single one of them. But now, on their attacking side of their map pick here, they're looking well drilled. They're looking organized. They've got great reads. That was a perfect round, just denying that A into the line, picking the duelist. They had mid control right from the get-go, and then the reroute back towards B. Just really get a gun round, and they're going to take the last gun away from Full Sense as well, just to add the cherry on top. It's beautiful start from the Vietnamese squad.
But that's true. They were unfazed during the first half, and they had a very good game plan in mind. They were playing a bit more slower, trying to bait out our reaction from Full Sense. They found Potter, and they were rewarded onto their B execute. And now it's Full Sense's turn, just as you said, to be on the more lower buy side.
Yeah. One off of the Neon ult here, so I think if I'm Rapid Lo-Fi, I'm going to be camping this orb every day of the week, but it's crazy that they've let him have it. You've let him have the overdrive. This ult can win ecos every day of the week. It's definitely possible here now for Full Sense as they drone through middle. Rapid Lo-Fi giving them nothing, hiding from the drone and then creeping their way back in through tiles.
Let's see if anyone's going to take the bait, try to force out a reaction here as Alert with a jump peek. Now they have an idea. Jin able to cross, even push through the stairs. But this might be a sandwich. Yeah, they're walking.
No,
they're walking
straight into a crossfire.
Daft gets a kill onto Alert, but no overdrive activated just yet. Potter, there it is. That is the go signal. So many cages activated, unable to see a single thing. They're not giving
That's
anything.
perfect. Yeah, they're just going to wait it out. They're literally just going to wait it out. They're double cage top mid. They're just not even going to peek the Neon. They let him grab that orb. And they said, hey, bro, pop the ult. You do your thing. We're just going to chill.
It's
30 seconds left.
It's 3 steps ahead. I'll give you the orb. You're forced to use it, but then it won't convert into anything.
That's a phantom, though. Leviathan going to take the head off Jin. Now A site control taken by Rapid Lo-Fi. They've got to set themselves up a very nice after plant. There's the neural theft coming in from the defense. They know exactly where Rapid Lo-Fi are. The TP on the flank there for Leviathan with a rifle in hand. This could get dicey.
Ooh, beautiful flash as well. This is a good takedown by Potter. Now, just as you said, 2 people by elbow, fast lane as well to dodge everything. One's on top, the stun as well. It's looking really dicey for the side of Rapid Lo-Fi here. Good scan, but they have no access inside the site. Flashpoint now activated, but can't peek at all. They tap the spike. At least there's the Hunter's Fury to save the day, but John Olsen as well is creating a lot of pain on the side of Rapid Lo-Fi, and just like that, Full Sense is back.
Everything was going great until it wasn't.
Yeah.
That is pain. Thrifty win for Full Sense. Not in the way that you would expect it either. I've seen Sheriffs and an Overdrive win rounds very often in this Neon meta, but that was not the way I expected it. That was just Full Sense. Very good positioning. Hunting down the Neon in market. Leviathan takes that Phantom, TP's on the flank and says, let's get this retake on. And it was just perfect util usage. Fast lane to create space for Potter to get out on the site. Perfect fault line right across the top side of the site. He gets a freebie. And from there, it's a bit of a formality in the 5-on-3 retake. Tack timeout once again here from Rapid Lo-Fi. Coach is not happy. I can tell you, as a coach previously, your team getting ecoed like that is definitely a big trigger.
For sure. It's one of those things where you think that you have it in the bag. You had post-plant, a lot of utility, but it's the perfect segregation of utility usage that Full Sense was able to do. Sushi Boys, and then of course you have Potter that is able to take advantage of every single minuscule moment of that retake. Full Sense, double digits now, and Rapid Lo-Fi for sure this timeout. They need to really reset, as especially that this is their map pick.
Yeah, speaking of reset, that's basically what you can say about their economy, unfortunately. Overdrive's there for Jin. That will help things out. You do have a hero rifle on Daft as well, and one off the Rolling Thunder. So a couple of tools that could be difference makers here. But for full sense, look at that economy swing from them. A bunch of players on 2+K because they picked up Vandals galore off the back of winning that last round. They are very, very happy with the economy game right now.
Oh, this could be a take 2. Rapid Lofi finds Pickle into Potter. Opens up the map, maybe?
Gonna bring the drone over. That might help push him off the line, but a fault line immediately. Wow, what a shot from Prodigy. And the aftershock not gonna catch this over either. So that's I mean, you said it. You predicted it. What's your next prediction here, Riku?
They'll actually push because they're... Ooh, actually, I thought they were gonna move about, but they are gonna push. Sushi Boys, though, has an angle. The slide comes in with the overdrive as Jin gets a trade. Relay Bolt, 10 HP. Still gonna try use fast lane for his teammate.
Yeah. Plant's going to go down on the site here. Rapid Lo-Fi doing well. They punished that Neon peak. They've traded out a couple of frags. Daft with the hero rifle. It's a messy spray, but it's still a kill. And Leviathan now we know it's untenable 1-on-4. Couple of low players for him to find, though.
It is an exchange of ego so far, but Leviathan's still pretty healthy with 70 HP. Jin, not the same could be said for him. There is still quite the time. Lots of smokes, paranoia activated, but everybody's looking towards that angle. Suka finishes the job, and it is an exchange of thrifties here, Pilski.
Back-to-back thrifties. And that was well organized by Rapid Lo-Fi after the tack timeout. I'm usually not that big of a fan of taking a tack timeout going into a thrifty unless you're trying to save the mental of the team. And I think at the end of the day, that might have been what it was for Rapid Lo-Fi. Pretty tilting to lose a thrifty round like we saw in round number 17. But in that last round, round 18, not only did they reset the mental, but they had a great plan. And it was back to what was working for them before, like you mentioned, just isolating that Neon on the push towards A and taking things from there.
It worked twice, might work the third time, but full sense, not taking the bait anymore. You can see that Potter's playing very far back into Elbow instead.
Yeah, ops out for him as well. So changing things up, getting on that deeper line towards Elbow. The Sova is the supportive man on the A side of the map. The Breach moved over to B. They want to play strong on B and really try to hold that site if possible. Rolling Thunder's there for Suka, so that's kind of like a DIY site execute kit if I've ever seen one. And it's going to be hard for Potter to stay alive here, but we'll see how he goes.
For sure. Oh, especially without your Breach to opt you out of there as Prodigy finds the head. Beautiful shot. Op is gone. And now this could be a flood. With 50 seconds, still a lot of time. Alert now trapped in here. I think he's gonna fall.
Wow. It's been great rounds from Rapid Lo-Fi. Rolling Thunder from the defense, though. They want to pick things up and try to complete a 3-on-5. Daft says, no thank you, mate. No re-entry back into the site. Jin diving into spawn as well. And that Rolling Thunder gets swatted away pretty quickly. What is that from John Olsen? 5 HP. Surely he can't get this done, but this man just makes every round expensive.
Really, every single round painful for the pockets of Rapid Lo-Fi, even after the switch. Now, do they expect this? For sure, there is one looking at him. That's going to be Jin. No transfer for you and shuts him down, but nonetheless, expensive. But RLF, they are catching up.
Yeah, they've broken full census money as well, so they are on the verge of double digits, and the economic damage doesn't hurt them as much after winning the thrifty and picking up a handful of rifles. And got to give big props to Prodigy these last couple of rounds. Man has walked out on the A line 2 rounds in a row and taken the Neon's head off. Like, big props.
Very true. Doesn't even matter if it's on a Vandal or on a Sheriff. He's able to make things work, and a very understandable timeout here. Full Sense has been nailed shut onto the 10th digit, and they're unable to pass through that despite them having that buy around earlier as well.
Yeah, Full Sense having a couple of issues here on the defensive side, and it feels like they come back to the same root cause. We've seen a very similar round play out time and time again. It's all about this A contact. We have seen almost no B endings, very little mid or marker pressure for Rapid Lo-Fi. They are very comfortable working this A side of the map and taking things from there, and Full Sense need to find an answer for it.
That's true. They switched it up with the operator, but it still was the same story of taking down Potter, opening up the map completely, and now Full Sense only... Well, they're close to their Hunter's Fury, and they do have that Neural Theft.
Just on the pistols, which, yeah, like I said, it's one of these things where you're taking an eco after the tack timeout. It's, you know, probably more so going to be talking about the macro of the game and what's to come in the gun round than what you're necessarily going to do in this round. Sliding out into middle is Potter. Once again, makes magic out of something that you did not expect him to get away with, but pretty quickly traded, and Rapid Lofi just going to cut sound. B main pressure has come out for Full Sense in the meanwhile, but Rapid Lofi wants nothing to do with that. They're just tucking themselves in bottom middle, digging their heels into tiles, and waiting for more mistakes from Full Sense.
Able to get that 1-for-1. Now just trying to see if someone's gonna lurk through mid and pick up that gun, but Daft is already here by tiles. A is completely empty.
I think John Olsen wants maybe the neural. If they want to go for this, it'll be a rifle picked up and a neural if they want it. Rapid Lofi walking their way into the A side of the map. The trip is active, so the flank is going to be at least a bit of a tell here from Full Sense. Fault line being prepped. Going to be hard for Alert to punish off of that, though. There's the neural.
30 seconds left.
Yep, there's a neural. There's the push. Alert is able to escape. Plant just is able to go down while everybody from Full Sense is pretty much here. As Daft will retreat. John Olsen, you know he's done wonderful things in a lot of these rounds. The multi-frags. An absolute menace on the side of Full Sense. Cameras out. Prodigy already at the ready. Good fadeaway shot by this man. And even finds the third. And now everything's falling apart as Leviathan picks up that weapon as Albus with a flank. No problem. No sweat. Now we're even over here, Pilski.
I mean, yeah, but make no mistake, Rapid Lofi is miles ahead in this game. Economy is out of control. You got the Hunter's Fury coming up pretty soon as well, and their attacking side has been a wonder to behold. I mean, their defense was looking questionable. Leviathan and John Olsen were high-fiving their way through the majority of the first half, but that we are pretty far away from that now, Riku. This is looking like a very tight game. And Full Sense have been making a couple of errors. Once again, the operator's been pulled out, and they've changed things up yet again. Full retake on A. They want nothing to do with this A main pressure. They'll move the operator over towards the B side of the map and take that info line early.
They're really digging deep when it comes to strategy and movement here for Sunset. And now Rapid Lofi is all caught up. Now they're waiting, seeing if anybody peeks from elbow, but there's nothing there.
Yeah, drone through mid from Alert. Having a little bit of a look into tiles, sees absolutely nothing. It's a contact approach, straight up A from Rapid Lofi. And without seeing the neon or absolutely anything on any of these lines, Rapid Lofi can already start to deduce that this is going to be a Cypher setup, and they can be a little bit more careful on their way into sight. But four players from Full Sense are already here.
Now do they decide to back away or commit, knowing that the Cypher is going to be there? But it does seem them staying in is going to be a yes. This is it. This is the site that they want. Jin finding the tripwire very carefully not to get stuck.
Yeah, they knew the Cypher was there. Plant's going down now, but Fault Line and Hunter's Fury trying to catch Albus on the plant. Flashpoint in through spawn side, but once again punished by John Olsen.
Exactly. And now everything's falling apart on the side of RLF. It's a bit even still in the numbers game. And now Hunter's Fury in retaliation. Plant still not down. Yellow health bars on the side of Full Sense. Even taking down Sushi Boys. And now Potter forced out of the operator. Now picking up a Vandal off of this retake. Plant has been spotted. Alert. Very low health. No controller. We're gonna go in very open into this site. It's a triangular coverage here. Good stun. And Alert gets a kill onto Daft. And now it's 1v2. Very doable. Prodigy with 70 HP. There's the recon. Forced to destroy it, but gets scanned off of the timing. And there we go. Full Sense breaks the curse, and they get to go past 10.
Yeah, Rapid Lofi gave it a good crack, though. You could see they still had a great read on what was happening. They knew it was a Cypher setup, did not get caught by the kill trips. It was a decent exchange, but I think overstepping a little bit, trying to force things into spawn side did not go well for them. You can see They tried to make it work, forcing in through elbow with their own attacking side breach utility on the flashpoint, but that's where Sushi Boys replies with his own util, just bombarding flashpoints in through that spawn side and allowing John Olsen to fight back a little bit. And at the end of the day, Full Sense prevail in the XVX, and we'll go again. Op is still retained from Full Sense here. They have got the Neon on that B info line and a cam on the market side. Trip, if it was there, would have been broken on A main, which will kind of indicate to Rapid Lo-Fi they need to be wary of a push in the mid to late round. But Rapid Lo-Fi for once are not going to contest A main. They're just going to drone to try to push whoever's there off the info line and getting a read on what agents are over here, and they're going to go contest this B line, but that's where the op is set up, and they haven't seen this yet.
That's true. It's going to be a big surprise, exactly, and Potter even escapes with 5 HP.
Yeah, that's a collat as well. A lot of damage onto Daft. Here's the A main fight, which goes the way of Full Sense. So a 3-on-4 here, or a 3-on-5 rather. This is starting to fall apart for Rapid Lo-Fi.
Exactly. Oh. Spots it out. Beautiful flick by Potter. Might even get the third as Daft gets killed to John Olsen. But things are already falling apart. Not doing great on the numbers game for the side of RLF. Now it's a cleanup squad now on the side of B. Maybe Daft can take one before he goes. Probably. Maybe. It's going to be a peek. Relay bolt. He's stunned. Unable to do a single thing. And Full Sense now on match point.
Yeah, good thing for Full Sense. They had such a strong first half. It gave them time to finally find the answer to some of these rounds. They tried 2, 3, 4 different setups, but the op on the B line with the Neon has been a winner for them. Setting up the Cypher in different positions. Retake A, over towards Market with the other boys towards A. It seems to be working out for them. We'll see if Rapid Lo-Fi have the depth that they need to bring this into overtime, one round at a time, and it's a mid setup this time for Full Sense.
Will they anticipate this one, especially with the operator now being brought up outside of Market's doors, and Leviathan even playing very close, looking at tiles as well. But none of them. They're still going towards that A.
Yeah, Rapid Lo-Fi contacting up. Drone's going to come out and re-clear A. Jin pushed off the line. So they know that the Sova's here, as well as the Breach. So you're probably not expecting the retake setup from the Cypher. But the Neon, not on that line for now. You could maybe think the Neon's on elbow here.
True.
So actually, you could still run into this mid setup for a Full Sense.
We'll see. They're about to peek. And yet Jin wins that 1v1 against Potter. Leviathan now forced out of his position. John Olsen with a very one-off angle here on the entrance, the crevices of B. They're going right in. He's holding the trigger. Doesn't find the second, but gets the third before he falls. And that's big, big damage on the side of RLF. Full Sense doing a lot of work. Only Jin, the sole member of Rapid Lo-Fi, trying to salvage this, trying to keep alive. But Leviathan says that's gonna be a no. And Full Sense wins the first map of Resurgence. Well, not really Resurgence, a surge in popularity when it comes to the Astra Jet combo. But on the other side, may not be an ISO, but it is a Yoru and a Clove on the other side. So this is going to be so exciting to see for our map number 2.
Yeah, I think Rapid Lo-Fi, you know, definitely keep an eye on the gate crash timings. Jin's probably going to be hanging around in middle like a bad smell, just trying to go for a duel in the middle round and trying to harass Full Sense as they take that mid control. At least early on here, though, B pressure coming in from the defense with a dark cover and knife, and the Jet just prodding and poking. That's going to force out the cage here from Daft as Sushi Boys picks up that orb, and Potter dives in, but this is all just a fake for Full Sense to creep into A, Riku.
But look at this. They haven't moved their Omen player just yet. And they're not actually trying to push. They found out that, okay, maybe they found the controller is still pretty much there. Let's not take the risk. We can still move to B. But if Potter dies, they'll lose control of the site. Here it is.
Oh, they're closing in on him. Yep, you called it. Both Jin as well as Daft there were very much hunting for Potter in the backside of the site. They heard that tailwind on in, and they have punished him heavily. Full Sense, they're looking a little rudderless in this round. Like they had a plan, and we are very far away from that. They're kind of adrift at sea here, and we'll see if they can make it back to shore.
Perhaps Jin's still there, tagged a little bit, half HP. Sushi boys, though, they know somebody is on site. It takes them a lot for them to clear that one up. Still 3v2, and now Full Sends has to operate on a disadvantage here.
Yeah, open player on the left side here. Leviathan trying to even up the numbers as the one-way comes through. They know that the Omen's on backside, and both him and John Olsen are dealt with pretty easily. Rapid Lofi punishing Full Sense for a little bit of indecision in the early to mid round. They got themselves man advantages and they just rolled through with the rest of the round from there. Good little multi-frag from Jin. He's getting himself closer to a dimensional drift already.
Yeah, it felt like there was a lot of hesitation on the side of Full Sense. Couldn't commit to a site and they ran out of time. Potter couldn't do much against the two players that were slowly creeping into his position.
Yeah, we'll see what Full Sense want to be going for. I think it's interesting to open up some of these attacking halves with fakes. Because when they, like, initially you're trying to condition rotates and you're trying to condition the other team to respect the fact that you could be running fakes and things like that. But when they don't work, like Rapid Lofi is just going to be able to kind of pull your bluff a little bit. They're not going to be worrying less about fakes that are going later on into the half.
Exactly. Suka is going to spray things down on a very beautiful angle from towers. Jin, everything is just going to be a quick execute. Defense from Rapid Lofi. Look at John Olsen, though. He's done wonderful things before.
Yeah.
And catches Jin off of the surprise. Still very doable.
John Olsen's alive. It's still a dangerous round. That's what I've learned from this series. Still doable. Daft and Tripchu creeping in on the flank here. Ooh. Daft still with some spawn control can hear John Olsen juggling around the guns. He wants to pick up the Marshal and give this one a crack.
Might be the right call. Daft, quite far away. There's a lot of time still with 40 seconds on the clock. Knowing that maybe, but you gotta give props to Rapid Lofi. They're so patient. They want to wait for movements. They have the numbers advantage. They don't want to ruin that up.
30 seconds left.
Plant going down. Paranoia lands straight on John Olsen's head. Out comes Daft. Scales straight onto him. Nice team play from Rapid Lofi. Utility well used to minimize the risk. And small detail, I forgot about this, and I forgot about the fact that a lot of Asian teams do this, because here down under in Australia, a small population country, we don't even have enough people to have 6 or 7 man rosters. It's a tough time just getting 5 blokes to play a little bit of Valorant on a Saturday evening, but we've got Tripchu in the server, so Rapid Lofi swapping out Albus, and Tripchu in for Abyss here.
Yeah, that's true. It is most likely the angle of the double controller that we keep seeing here on Abyss. And honestly, it's been really scary so far, at least during the early stages. Oh, it's a scan, but they're not going to push just yet.
A main control taken by Full Sense. They've got John Olsen sitting on the wing. That is the global presence of an Astra. He can be wherever the hell he wants to be and still throw down those stars. Jin cutting the map in half, but he's the one who gets caught down because Potter was well and truly aware of that. A new mid was dirty. You know when you're playing against the Yoru, that's something that you have to be wary of. The Yoru hanging around in middle with the gate crash active, and especially at that timing in the round when the gate crash is starting to elapse, you're running out of time to make a play and then TP out. That's when you can expect those aggressions.
And it's a really good read from Full Sense. Very patient. They're not in a hurry. They know that they have the advantage when it comes to the guns. So they're playing their cards right. Now, it's going to be an execute towards an A hit. Unable to spot anyone at all. Suka is the only one left nearby the site on CT. The mission accomplished. They're in.
Looking for damage. Rapid Lofi trying to organize themselves into a bit more of a retake. They're still a little bit wary of the mid lurk, only now just starting to group up around the A site, and Full Sense with all of these players sitting inside the site wanting to fight for it.
See here. No utility anymore left for the side of John Olsen. So just being a human turret, Leviathan at the ready with a paranoia, jumping up and down, using that as distraction, and dodge every single bullet that came his way. And there you go. Full Sense, according to the script, the Valorant wins their buy round.
No, bonus. Didn't do too much. One gun taken away, couple sets of armor. You're happy with that as Full Sense. Rapid Lo-Fi now going into their first buy round. Jid with the Dimensional Drift online. He's going to pull an op out. That was bought for him by TripChew. I would love to see him with a shorty strapped as the sidearm, especially when you got the Dimensional Drift online. Can definitely pop out of the ultimate and get yourself a cheeky kill after wielding the op in the early round. Full Sense here. Once again, it's a 1-4 from them, but this time taking B main control.
It's a lot of setups by the Cypher now slowly being removed. Full Sense working a little bit here. Let's see if somebody pushes a main, actually, as John Olsen is right there at the ready.
Yeah, Rapid Lo-Fi, they're just jiggling that info line like Suka. He's going to drone, actually, on this timing. I think that's a little early, given how much pressure was on B early on. Small detail, the knife scanning the Cypher reveals those trips, so it was a little easier for Alert to just pop those. Doesn't even need to shock onto the site. Drone going through onto B, creating a little bit more pressure. Spots out TripChew. But the rest of Full Sense creeping their way back towards this A site where Jin lays in wait with the op.
And the fact that Suka is slowly leaving his position, maybe just a tad bit. And Jin ready for this op shot, scoping out. Forrest is out because of the flash, but guess what? Potter is in. Leviathan finds Jin. Now he's gone. Potter with more control over the site already.
Perfect execute from Full Sense. Perfect KO utility. Flash over the top. Knife stops the Yoru from leaving.
Ooh.
1-for-1, but Prodigy is ripping open back sight with the Guardian and giving Rapid Lo-Fi a lifeline into this round.
And now they're in the site as well from CT. They're going to get scanned as they come from above. Sushi Boys with a lot of impactful frags. They're just going to spray down tower. And that is another win for Full Sense.
Yeah, nicely done. 2 in a row. Bonus and first gun round. Tick, tick, tick. All across the board. Just running 1-4s in both rounds was super effective from Full Sense. That round, like I said, the KO knife scanning B. They take out the Cypher util. That puts more pressure on the B side, which is exactly where Rapid Lo-Fi lean. But what was more impressive to me was just the timing of that execute around the KO dagger. The second KO dagger, both of them super impactful. First one removes the Cypher util. Second one catches the Yoru with his pants down and secures the kill. Like, perfect from Sushi Boys.
One suppressed.
Yeah, the timing, very impressive. Expensive buy. Oh, Jin tagged up 1 HP practically. And now John Olsen finds someone from across the map as well. TripChew already down as well.
Yeah, Jin. Man, he'd probably love one at this point. It's been a rough start to this game. Barely got to use the op in the previous round. He's already on 10 HP. I'd be needing a drink at this point. Creep up into B now for the rest of Full Sense, and it is just aforementioned Jin and Daft here with a Sheriff Light Armor dash onto the top of site for Potter, and Rapid Lo-Fi are going to vacate the site.
Let's see here. It's going to be a long walk for Suka. They do have a lot of ultimate available on their side, but
Here.
they might want to save that for the next, perhaps.
Yeah, I think so. They need some damage on this economy. Look how much money Full Sense has here, Riku.
Yeah. Maybe that's how you do it. Prodigy has not dead yet, by the way. And that's going to be scary. Even the scan in, that activates the ultimates. Prodigy's going to try and push. They have not dead yet as Jin is 10 HP. Dimensional Drift taking advantage. Shorty shot from behind. And Daft is defusing already and things are falling apart. Thrifty for Rapid Lo-Fi.
Freeze frame that retake before it happens. 4 on 5, 10 HP Yoru, 3 sets of Sheriff Light Armor into a oppressive post plant with 5 players alive from Full Sense. I would tell you the defense wins 0 times out of 10. How the hell did they just make that happen? That's just Prodigy with some individual brilliance, and then the ults get popped. And like I said, bro, the Dimensional Drift when you're strapped with the shorty like that is just preload.
That's true. It's just ultimate chaos, and you add in Jin just popping from behind. That is a recipe for disaster for the side of Full Sense. And now they get to try again with a Bucky for Potter. They have all ults online. Let's see.
Big B execute. Ults being popped. As you mentioned, Jin trying to stay alive inside the site. He's got great support from the rest of the team. He's locking down this push so far.
Yeah, no way. But John Olsen, not giving up just yet, finds a pick from mid, and they will go traverse towards A instead, slowly but surely.
Yeah. They saw all the boys on B. They're like not interested in that at all. John Olsen, he's called the audible. He's read this one very well, taking a lot of space inside a tower. The rest of full sets now getting back into the site, and Rapid Lo-Fi still a little bit out of position here.
Do they anticipate one player from tower is Jin? Gonna see if able to gate crash somewhere.
There's the dart in. 2 players on tower.
Don Olsen, beautiful kill. They have to clear at the top. No controllers available on their side. Have to play off a contact. Good dodge on the flash from John Olsen. They're gonna tap the spike, but they have post-plant utility to stop this. Staff is surrounded. Doesn't know where to look because there's just so much to clear. Finds the one off of A main, but there is no time. Forced to run away instead, and now it's even with Full Sends and Rapid Lo-Fi.
Yeah, Full Sense. I mean, bro, they are on fire
True,
right now.
though.
Not even low key, high key. 3 in a, well, not in a row, but 3 for Full Sense. They break the money as well. I mean, it was a really nice eco round. That 4-on-5 was beautiful to watch, and actually, that round was going very well for Rapid Lo-Fi. Jin was doing the hard yards, but that was just a really good mid-round call from Full Sense, like calling the audible. A lot of commitment towards B. You know, you threw in the KO ult, you threw in the Cosmic, you threw the whole kitchen sink at the B site. It wasn't working out. You cut your losses, and you made a round of it.
That's true. It's quite the execute from the side of Full Sends, and maybe Rapid Lo-Fi might be a little bit nervous. Maybe they're trying something more, a little bit different this time, more aggressive when it comes to space here onto A main. But Potter might be leading the charge. There's the smoke coming in. Alert finding a corner to the side, and Potter just flies across the sky, gets a second kill, make that a third. And again, Full Sends, they keep doing this, and they even find a kill off of the map far away.
Yeah, it's just 1-4s every single time from Full Sense. John Olsen's in another bloody postcode, just chilling with his feet up, placing down stars, playing a bloody RTS game. And the rest of Full Sense, what impresses me is just the change up of styles that go from execute heavy to just dry contact in A main and catch 2 players from Rapid Lo-Fi with their pants down, like just walking straight up, no utility at all, gun out, and it works out an absolute charm.
It's just fully calculated, perfectly executed, and now Daft forced to just save for the next. I mean, it looked really well for the Thrifty earlier. It's just that after things are falling apart, a lot of members falling down like dominoes. There's nothing much you can do for retake.
They won the 1%er round, and then like all of the other rounds, they're just getting absolutely folded. Like, I don't know what to tell you. These last couple of rounds have not looked close. But I said that on Sunset, and Tactibear, he's not a fan of what I'm saying. He's saying, I believe in Rapid Lo-Fi. Why do you hate Vietnam, bro? Like, think about the little plastic chairs. Remember that you had Foe literally last night. Like, you love Vietnam. Why are you being a hater, bro?
Yeah, Tactic Bear is just judging you at this point, but yeah, you're right. It still could go either way. Is Potter waiting for the perfect timing? Jin has been read before, and we'll see if they're able to find the same thing again.
I mean, you're always wary of the Yoru. Yes, for the one person in chat, I know it's far, but I don't feel like I should say it like that. I don't know. It's a complicated issue. I've got issues. We all have. Full Sense having no real issues winning attacking side of rounds, and this is what I said. They keep changing things up. This time it is a 1-4, but with a lot of presence towards middle Suka. That's a beautiful drone timing though to read what Full Sense is up to inside of middle, and Full Sense plan A crossed off the list. We're gonna have to find a little bit of a different approach. Leviathan dropped off in middle, and he will be the lurk instead of John Olsen this round as Full Sense contact their way towards this A side.
And this time they've switched it up. Cypher now being on towards A. The right side is going to be a bit of a risk to stay on as Potter now trying to navigate through a lot of these smokes. Doesn't find a single soul. Now finally gets Prodigy down. And there is the Hunter's Fury now activated as well. Daft gonna stay right in just to see if he can get a pick before he falls. That's gonna be a no. And it is again a clean execute with a -1 from the side of Alert and Leviathan. Able to spot out one from CT, but this constricts the space maybe for the side of Rapid Lofi.
It's very nice of him just to give Jin a bit of a warning, bit of charity. You'll let him live. You know, you can't take all the fish. You got to throw a couple back. It's only fair.
Oh, there is
Player standing.
that entry. Alert though finds Jin, as Tripsu is the only one left. Lots of low health members on the opposition. A little bit doable, but maybe no time. So exit frags could be your access. Just get some consolation prize. Get some cookie crumbs on the floor. But Full Sense will take this round in the bag.
Yeah, you're going to hold on to that. Gaia Vandal. Love that one. So satisfying to listen to. That's 5 for Full Sense, though. And, yeah, like I said, like, outside of that 1% round, it just does not really feel like Rapid Lo-Fi is being that competitive. And they actually had a pretty decent read on this round, courtesy of Suka. Like, that was a really nice drone timing in the mid-round. But similarly to where it looked like they were holding that B-side execute and we got into a 3-on-3, Full Sense just keeps finding a way. Like, the mid to late round calling from Full Sense is just perfect. You know, plan A doesn't go well. The B execute's not going well, even though we've thrown 2 ultimates into it. That's all right. We can find something else to do. The drone catches that we're trying to dry walk up mid behind the double controller smokes. That's fine. We can still find something else to do. And they always come up with a plan in the mid round. You know, their contingencies are always there. And that is the strength of running a 1-4 like they are with the double controllers. They have an active lurk in play that they can go back to, whether it's John Olsen or in that round. For example, you had Leviathan lurking around near the books. Just allows them to have a threat of backstabbing from their post-execute or either a plan B in the mid-round if they need it.
Yeah, they're always... I mean, they have the Yoru, but in the opposite side, it does feel like they're the ones having to always worry about the positioning of these players, of these lurkers from Full Sense. And they do have the dimensional drift. It is a bit of a broken buy. No, not dead yet for Prodigy. The 1% that you mentioned earlier, maybe they can make something happen out of this round, knowing that they do have Jin with his ult.
I mean, I just feel like the Yoru has not been that effective because he gets hit with the bloody KO Knight every single time. In comes the B execute. There are a lot of players here for Rapid Lo-Fi ready to fight. Can they hold it, though?
That is the question. As John Olsen playing very far back. Potter unable to hear a single thing. As Tripsu finds a kill onto Leviathan, make that a double. And Alert just evens out the numbers. It's trades all over the place. And now Daft trying to silently navigate through this area. He doesn't know where everybody's at. There's the cross from the bridge. He's gonna try to push, clear this one out first. But the P, he's jumping through the bridge. They're playing hide and seek. They're playing tag at this point. And now Daft has no choice but to tag the spike, to ping the spike. And now he's just forced to hunt down Sushi Boys every single time. He's at the back of his head. John Olsen is gonna join him. They can just breathe fire through the smoke and Daft wins that one. But the question still remains, where is John Olsen? And there he is, Full Sense again with a good post plant from their end.
That's just so perfect from Sushi Boys. Man, he's so slippery. Can't catch him. And John Olsen, although he's completely out of position that whole time, Sushi Boys buys enough time for him to secure the round. You also have the stars on the spike left side plant like that, which means that you're getting Gravwelled off the first tap anyway. So Full Sense had it under control. Alert in particular, that multi-frag from backside really made the difference because Rapid Lo-Fi was ready to fight for that. It was 5v5 fisticuffs on B side.
Yeah, that's true. Able to stop Rapid Lo-Fi in their tracks. That was such an important multi-frag, just as you said. And now, bye rounds. Back again for RLF. Let's see how they are able to hold this one out. Now it's a different Tripsu, very far advanced onto window this time.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, this is RLF, especially with the from the shadows. You can get some more aggressive positioning from the Omen. I think an equivalent example of that is like playing line on Ascent when you've got the Omen ult. Is going to be that mid pressure, which is going to turn into a B split, and this is what we were talking about. Tripchu takes 2 with him with the aggressive positioning.
That's gonna hurt. Full sense, absolutely. Someone's still in backside. They haven't cleared this one just yet. Now they look down, and Leviathan has the high ground. And now it's back to an even numbers game for both teams.
With the plant, John Olsen has Cosmic online, which could give some problems if he wants to drop it here.
Let's see, Jin using the smoke to his advantage, still has double flash. Couple of smokes to bridge that vision. Comes the flash in, flash doesn't even need. Suka with a kill for himself as well. All up to Potter for this post plant. Now they have to guess. Unable to reveal himself just yet. Here's the commit. Gonna spray things down. Gonna dive right in. Gonna jump right through, but Jin is committing! And they get the defuse down. And Rapid Lofi gets this for themselves.
Yeah, the Jet is the last agent you want alive in that post plant. Literally every other agent could be more impactful in that position. I'm surprised he didn't commit on the spray through though, like jumping across there. I thought he would really try to spray through that one and get it done. Then again, if he gets that shorty kill off a second earlier, he can pull the blades and probably throw in another right click at close range. So maybe that's what he was going for. Regardless, Rapid Lofi, they get themselves a 4th round on the defense here. Similar to Sunset, limping through the defense, stringing these rounds together. Regardless of whether this game looks particularly competitive or not, they are still finding some rounds.
It's still sort of mirroring Sunset, but this could be a contact play here. Jin finds the one, and it's trades all over the place. Back to even. Full sense. Puts a stop, as it will be a 3v2 on towards the site. There's a Paranoia available for Leviathan, but they're holding their ground.
I love that from Rapid Lofi. This was all a bait setup where they're trying to set up Prodigy and Suka to hold the site. Both of them playing close. The Cosmic across the front side to try to get that bridge plant. Suka's aware of it. He's going to chip in some damage with the shock darts, but he doesn't feel brave enough to push through the Cosmic. And Full Sense have gotten that plant off and set themselves up in A main.
Better wait for the teammate. Daft already joining him on the site itself. They have a lot of post-plant setups with your shock darts, with your Astra as well. Actually, no, not a lot anymore. Just the grab well. Stuck on the bridge. Re-smoking. Taps the spike. Suka already 21 HP for it to spray this down. And they're unable to be close to the spike no longer. Suka just leaves and we'll just keep the gun at this point.
Full Sense are way too switched on. Like, I could not believe after getting 2 picks on 2 players walking to A main like that, they don't just barrel into A. Like, I swear, literally every other team would just run into A there into 2 players in a hard crossfire. And Full Sense, they just wait. They organize themselves, and they are still able to get through this round. They don't fall for the bait. They do not bite the hook. And they will get themselves a 7th round with a really nice post plant, despite some cutesy little tricks from Rapid Lofi trying to block that player who is getting grab-welled off the spike. Not good enough. And Full Sense, similar to Sunset, just having a really, really good attacking half.
Yeah! Every single time John Olsen and Leviathan are the only ones left, they are really doing a lot of good work for Full Sense to secure these rounds. But last round, he used the Dimensional Drift on the side of Jin. We'll see how that's going to be utilized.
Yeah, they do have the combo of the Hunter's Fury, which can give you some really nice opportunities to get some kills. But a lot of ults on the line for Full Sense here as well. They do have the KO ult, Hunter's Fury of their own. They're bringing an op in on this attacking side. It's a 2-man setup inside of mid, which makes it look like it might be some kind of pressure towards A. They do push Prodigy off that info line towards A main with the drone. Try to keep those rotations honest, and it looks like Full Sense organizing themselves for a mid to B split here. That's where Jin, you see him lying in wait with the Dimensional Drift, and that's where I question, what's this retake going to be looking like? You should get the null command early on here from Sushi Boys to get into the site, or actually with the knife scanning, nothing, they might not even pop it until the retake comes in.
Oh, there it is. trying to stop from people entering the site, but Leviathan finds a kill and it trips you. -1 controller already, and their own response on the Hunter's Theory onto Heaven as Potter is just raining down the pain. Not dead yet! Is gonna force Prodigy down. It's a 4v2. Things have fallen apart here as Jin will stick on towards the defuse. They're gonna come from far away. There's the paranoia. I don't think they can reach. I don't think so. And it's gonna be a 5-7.
Wow, that is highway robbery from Jin, keeping Rapid Lo-Fi in this.
Of our Abyss, it seems to be a bit of a mirror from their performance on Sunset, but we'll see if it is indeed a 2-0 from Full Sense, or will Rapid Lo-Fi take this back and take this to Haven.
Yeah, 1-1-3. Rapid Lo-Fi secure that orb. Gonna get the gate crash back over towards the B side of the map as Jin repositions. Rapid Lo-Fi now making some moves towards middle. Full Sense with a decent read on this though. Leviathan just playing retake A. Sova's jump spotting middle. A little bit of a circle jump as the second orb gets picked up by Jin. So already from the pistol, you can see Rapid Lo-Fi putting a high priority on getting those 0 ults online.
Yep, it is that investment, that build up onto the later round. Maybe even get a multi-frag, and that's going to secure some early dimensional drift. We haven't really seen a lot of impactful dimensional drift on the previous half. Maybe on the second we will.
Gonna be a B execute prepped and ready. You can see Leviathan has cleared out all of A main though, so it's a fully stacked site for Full Sense, and the knife is gonna cancel things before it even gets started.
5 agents suppressed, and John Olsen playing with fire here on towards the smoke, playing off of the timing, seeing if somebody's gonna come from behind, but no, it's a stack actually inside the smoke, and Alert's winning. That trades here to the 4K, and John Olsen laying down the pain on to Rapid Lo-Fi.
It was over before it started, Riku. You know, Leviathan had full info. All 4 of those players were stuck in the B site. Perfect KO knife, counter flash to keep them inside of the nebula. When the KO knife subsides, they try to underarm flash and break out of the nebula into a 3-way crossfire on a gravel. That's just free low Full Sense. That's the easiest pistol they've ever won. Not to mention the fact that Alert has got a 4K. I mean, he was having a bit of a rough one in the last map, but in this map, he was popping the hell off.
Yep, he is online. And now they might take a second try over here.
Some more orbs for Jin. And farming things up. Pressure on Potter, though, Riku.
Yep, on the back side here. Still not going to be playing through bridge. It's going to stack on towards the middle of the site instead. And there's the pre-fire from across Alert and Potter. And that's it. In a blink of an eye, it's just over.
Just into the blender. Unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, Jin, very close to his dimensional drift now. If he wants to do another little circuit of the orbs again, that could be the Yoru ult online. For Full Sense, what's this bonus looking like? It's looking okay. I've seen better bonuses. If you do get the Hunter's Fury, that could be pretty scary. It's a big B stack from Full Sense. It just pushed it straight down B. They've said John Olsen, that man's pretty sharp. Even with a Bucky, we'll just leave him solo A, should be alright. There you go. Spotted out by Darth. That's going to be a complete disengage, man. Just throws down the cage. He's piecing it. He says, see you later.
It is going to be the safer play, maybe even trying to stay just to see if anybody. But John Olsen, we've seen really nasty sheriff shots before, but Prodigy just denies any sort of scary plays from him and takes him down immediately.
Spike planted.
Yep, so Full Sense pegged out of the site. Organizing themselves for the retake there. Jin spotted out, takes a little bit of damage from the Outlaw, and he gets cleaned up, actually. Full Sense have an in here.
Not even giving time for Rapid Lo-Fi to breathe. They're all towards the site already. Potter might use the updraft somewhere. There is that going to go right in. They don't see this coming, but that finds Potter instead. There's a 2v1, and now it's all gone. Expensive round for Rapid Lo-Fi, but still a win nonetheless.
Yeah, both of the last 2 players surviving, both of their armors broken. 3 players go down. So Full Sense, that's a nice bonus despite the fact that it didn't start well. We head into round 16. Dimensional Drift is there for Jin, which is going to help even up the economy. Actually, I'm surprised they're even giving him a Vandal here. I wouldn't mind just seeing him take a bucky or something, try to min-max the money.
Try not to.
Does seem like it's going to be a set play off the back of that dimensional drift, so we'll see how Full Sense responds to it.
Might be a fast one right here with the dimensional drift activated, just as you said, giving it a lot of information for the squad. Even trying to flash towards backside as well. And it might be super smooth as Leviathan's still alive as Daff finds him actually. Now, full control for the site of Rapid Lo-Fi. Things are just falling down like dominoes for the side of Full Sense.
Yeah, Sushi Boy's trying to fight back a little bit. I've got to give credit to Leviathan. It's very brave to stay backside there and try to keep fighting. And he did get punished dearly for it. Rapid Lo-Fi, they win the round off the back of a dimensional drift that's been a long time coming. Man literally farmed double orbs on the pistol, and it has paid off in the most impactful round. Post bonus, they win the gun round, and they will break Full Sense's money. Full Sense now just trying to cling to these last two Vandals and hold on to them if they can. Jin is on the hunt. Off angle from Sushi Boys. Does get checked. Very good awareness. KO. See you later, mate. Off the side of the map. And John Olsen will hold on to his Vandal, but that's where the good news ends for Full Sense. And yeah, this is literally, this is like the same movie again. Like this, the script writers. It's like watching every Netflix series over and over again. It's like, when will the originality come through? It's the same map as Sunset.
True, true. The same climax, the same progression. And if we go by the same story, it is going to be a Full Sense, well, win. So Rapid Lo-Fi should force the plot twist over here.
I hope so. Keep things interesting. Push things onto Haven.
Yep.
They're looking good for it. But look, Sheriff's and Armor with a cheeky little Nebula play there from Potter.
Ooh. Yep.
Knife onto the backside. And that's going to be it. Full Sense going to vacate A main. They took a lot of control, a lot of info over there. RLF is set up inside a middle. There's the drone to re-clear A main. So Rapid Lo-Fi have taken all of that control and info back. And how will they proceed now? Minute and 10 on the clock. They take some mid control. And looks like with the not dead yet, the gate crashed back. They might try to force something in middle here. Potter's in the vent with knives pulled though.
Yep. Might decide to open that up. Combined with a flash and the KO onto mid, this could get really tricky for Rapid Lo-Fi as they might get surrounded, but caught out of the guns as Prodigy gets killed onto alert as well. Potter flying across the sky, but someone's right behind, so they're not going to make the most out of this. John Olsen with a pistol only, and now Leviathan, the only one left with the gun, and as he is able to get one kill at least before anything falls through.
Yeah, nicely done. This looking like another good attacking side for Rapid Lo-Fi. Actually, today has kind of been the battle of the two attacking sides. I feel like both teams have been better on attack than defense. Full Sense have had some great attacking sides as well. As we see the council meeting here to discuss just how hard we're going to nerf Neon in the next patch. Squirrel says we should just bomb the entire agent, just removed from the game. And honestly, Squirrel, you are so real for that.
What a mood. Doesn't look too happy. I mean, a Full Sense right now, they're trying their best to reach that 10th mark, which they were a bit stuck when they were on Sunset until they were able to pull through. And it was because of the difference in configuration with their setups on defense and a beautiful knife timing, but he gets taken down by Prodigy.
Yeah, he lost his head, unfortunately. So the knife is a bit of decoration at this point for Full Sense to stare at, in combination with the fact that they've already ended up in a 4-on-5 post plant that they never wanted to be in, and Potter's gone down in the vents. This is not close at all. Prodigy is just running away with the game right now.
Fearless with not dead yet available. And we'll save that for the next round instead. Now it's even. 9-9. Full Sense. I'd be sweating a little bit in this position.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout. They are staring at the timeline just like we are and thinking, wow, the pistol and the anti-eco, those were the glory days. Since then, we've been getting absolutely domed 4 rounds in a row. And now Rapid Lo-Fi has got infinite money glitch on the attacking side. This is not going to be an easy game. John Olsen, though, it looks like he is fueling up. Man has got what looks to be some dried seaweed going hard there. That's gonna give him all the nutrients that he needs for this comeback.
A little snacky in such an intense matchup. And I mean, full sense, they have the lead. It's not over. They still get to go to Haven afterwards. But at this point, with such a high pressure situation, you just want to get this done. Make it a 2-0. Don't, expend a lot of stamina. Reserve that for the upcoming playoff days for sure.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that elimination is on the line and Rapid Lo-Fi are responding to that pressure in kind after not the best first half. They are once again bouncing back super hard on this attacking side and putting Full Sense to the sword. Full Sense onto the half bite into round number 19 here. Outlaws out for Jin. A lot of good ults online for Rapid Lo-Fi. This should be a pretty comfortable anti-eco
Right here.
as they look to secure their 10th.
Absolutely. Prodigy has been really hammering down the pain. Fearless for sure once more as, not dead yet available. Sees the fringes of his peripheral vision. That alert was there.
Yeah, I wanted to slip through the middle of the map, but after old mate Sova saw him, he's going to leave him alone. That's where he's called over Jin and said, hey, this man's jiggle peeking up a storm. That is free farm for the Outlaw. 4 on 5 now for Full Sense. They've lost mid control, and Rapid Lo-Fi are not in a rush. It's just a leisurely stroll as they organize themselves for an A hit, and Jin continues to prop the middle of the map and hit more shots with the Outlaw. And once again, man is very into the agriculture. He's farming himself up a second dimensional drift.
For sure, the orb's available as well on A main, so that's another in the bank. As Prodigy is gonna fall, but not dead yet. And Leviathan just trying to land some shots on the side, but the overwhelming force of Rapid Lo-Fi onto the side is just too much for Full Sense.
There it is, you called it.
Prodigy's gonna die. Yep, it's okay.
Jin's gonna plant. That's gonna be the dimensional drift. Intentionally did that. Trip 2 was planting, and they juggled the spike to get the Oro ult online. So Rapid Lo-Fi, they're min-maxing things. Potter, don't do it. You've got so much to live for. I know you can float for about 1,000,000 years, but there's still plenty of time left on the spike, and he wants to do some economic damage. That's not going to be allowed though. 10 from Rapid Lo-Fi, 4 alive, and all they lose is an Outlaw and a set of armor. They have got so much cash on this attacking side, and they are looking really good to push us to Haven.
Yeah, it's it has been such a hard truck to stop. Full Sense every single time. Once Rapid Lo-Fi presses the go button, it always seems like a secure onto the site already. And Potter, the difference maker, maybe this is it, the operator on this round.
Yeah, Op comes out. Wasn't the solution on Sunset. Needs to be here on Abyss. Looks like Rapid Lo-Fi applying a lot of pressure in the middle of the map. Multiple smokes deployed. They break the vent wide open. Jin has got that dimensional drift ready to go, joined up by the Clover Prodigy now. A main control is taken by Full Sense though, so they've got to get past the ult before they can kick off the A split.
And the go signal is definitely forced to run away. Potter is still alive and well until Suka finds him instead. Leviathan gonna hide under the smoke, because there is that threat of the Yoru off the dimensional drift already expired. Prodigy though, again, such a menace on the side of Rapid Lo-Fi. And now it's just John Olsen and Leviathan left.
Yeah, it feels like so many of these rounds are so well executed from Rapid Lo-Fi that they're over before they can even start. John Olsen and Leviathan were the heavy hitters on Sunset, but they are not feeling as confident with the way that this game is going. Rapid Lo-Fi, 2 from 2 rounds that they secure off the back of the dimensional drift. 2 really strong set plays. The first one a bit more straightforward through A main. The second one through the vent to aid an A split, which cracks open that aggressive A setup so easily.
Yeah, it felt very overwhelming having to guard from the rush of A main with the operator, and then they have to think about CT with the dimensional drift. It is very hard to stop from the side of Full Sense's perspective. But they do have at least the Cosmic Divide, a couple of ults that is pretty important, but weapons-wise, not so much.
Yeah, it's on the half by hero rifle on John Olsen, but that's nothing to write home about. So might be playing for OT at this point unless we can get another incredible round out of John Olsen or some nice share of shots being hit. Outlaws being juggled over to Trip Chew this time. Smokes exchange in middle. Dart for Rapid Lofi. They're just in a 1-3-1 right now. Keeping an eye on what's going on. They can hear the drone buzzing around. And Full Set's fully set up to try to, you know, fight over middle. With John Olsen just solo with the Vandal on A. It's just patience being shown by Rapid Lofi. All of these anti-ecos, they've been very much taking their time, waiting for Full Sense to make mistakes before they decide what to do.
Makes sense. They want to buy their time. They already have the lead. They don't want to lose it. Lose to a bunch of ecos as Potter opens up the map. Good thing Prodigy was there to even things out. Now, Prodigy continues to push. Doesn't find Leviathan, and now they don't have the numbers advantage.
You can see the reaction in the player cam is frustration, and then it switches to Leviathan. The man can smell his opponent through his monitor. That's how close he is. Leviathan still locked in, still firing away on the Sheriffs, but only connecting with body is not going to be good enough. Darth puts him down 3-on-3 now, but heading towards the A site. John Olsen has got control of A main with the Vandal in hand. Alert playing the pivot position with the Sheriff as well. This could get very tricky for Lapid Lofi, and they only have 20 seconds here, Riku.
Exactly. This is a bit scary knowing that John Olsen has control onto A main. Might get spotted by the dart. 14 seconds on the clock. Alert has a recon, but will hide it. Will conceal himself. And now finds the player onto tower. Misses the shots. But John Olsen does not miss. 45 HP. And an outlaw to kill. To buy time. Paranoia activated, now unable to push. Potter's unaffected at all. Alert's gonna defuse. Trips you, it's gonna push right through. Doesn't get the second shot to connect, and Full Sense finally breaks, and they get that thrifty round for themselves.
Yeah, really well worked. Great shot from Leviathan in middle. Full Sense biding their time in the early to mid round, and this is what you'll often see. It's a common pattern anti-eco to hold until 1 minute 10 to 50 seconds, and then you start making moves. Full Sense does not peak for the first 20, 30, 40 seconds of the round. Then they walk into mid, they catch Rapid Lofi in transition, get a couple of picks, and then that's where John Olsen with some good positioning comes into play with the one hero rifle. And that was all she wrote. Sometimes that's all you need for a good round. Now Full Sense avoid the curse that could have been overtime and give themselves a fighting chance to close this series in regulation. Jin once again farming up the orbs. Gate crashing back towards B main to meet up with Daft and grab himself a second.
Now it's all about that kills, all about the opening frags now for them to open up this map wide open. Full Sense. They've been very patient on mid so far. It worked on Thrifty. Might work again with vent control.
For sure, this is another mid-crunch being prepped by Full Sense. You're totally right. Dark goes out onto Catwalk. Prodigy, what a good shot onto Sushi Boys. The KO hitting the deck. Alert aggressing up onto Catwalk though. Trades one back. And now Rapid Lofi going to go back towards this B side of the map. It's been a full retake setup right from the get-go from Full Sense. They are pretty far out of position in terms of the rotations where John Olsen and Alert are on the other side of the map. Cosmic going to be huge to get that retake going. And Leviathan, as well as Potter, just seeing if they can whittle down the numbers before the retake ensues.
And they have a lot of information. And utility as well. Paranoia is still available for Leviathan. The same could be said for Trips You. As Jin's going to be far forward. There's the flash. The flash is 2. Now hides. Has a second flash in the bag. Is Alert and Potter doing a lot of work for Full Sense here. Triple kill. Now Jin all alone for this post plant. It's very, very close. One flash in hand. They now know where he is. And now Jin's going to try to cross the bridge. Fearful of a push from his right. And now the Cloudburst to just block vision. Now it's half. But Alert with the trade. A cover. And now it's 11-11. Make a wish.
So many hero plays from Full Sense. From Alert in particular. This man is having an insane map right now on the Sova. And Rapid Lofi, I loved what they did in the 4-on-4 there. They recognized that there was a Cosmic in play. They couldn't play offside. And the way that they layered the Yoru and the Omen flash up through stairs side was beautiful. Like, I thought they were going to win the round right then and there, but that's just some individual brilliance again from Alert. It seems like this B side just brings the best out of this man, even though he's defaulting over towards middle, over towards A, both on attack when he was that deep into the site in the post plant, and then retaking. This man has just been multi-fragging time and time again to keep Full Sense going.
That's true. He's just very impactful every single time, even during the first round of the half. Full Sense pressure, putting the pressure onto Rapid Lofi. That Thrifty really saved this map so well for Full Sense.
For sure. Rapid Lofi going to take a timeout now. We'll see what they come up with. If I'm Full Sense, I'm staring at the fact that Jin is one off his ultimate. They have converted 2 from 2 dimensional drift rounds. I might be running some kind of trap if I'm Full Sense around that. And with that multi-frag, you get the Hunter's Fury from Alert as well. So could definitely have some kind of trap in the works if they want to be running that. A lot of ults online. Actually, no, he's not one off. He's already got it. So forget about all that. You do just have pretty much every ult that you can possibly want for Rapid Lofi here to kick off a round, and they're going to pick up the pace here. Quick smokes into middle, and they are walking straight up the guts. Already Full Sense responding to that, though, rotating back towards mid side.
Oh, did John Olsen see? That's the question. Here's the footsteps, at least, of the fake clone. But other than that, doesn't see Prodigy cross towards mid, so just thinking it might be just the one. Dimensional drift for some confusion, and again, Prodigy initiates first blood. This is not gonna
So
stop.
good on those first kills.
Yeah, this is not gonna stop at all. And now Sushi Boys is gonna fall down, and it is that secret agent Prodigy. They have to stop him.
Planted.
They can't. Jin's also giving him a little bit of help. They're just teasing. Sushi Boy's man has fallen over. He's getting absolutely no help. Prodigy going to finish him off. Leviathan in the wings, but it's too far gone at this point here, Riku. That's going to be the 12th secured from Rapid Lofi. And every single time these guys have a dimensional drift, it's been a different round every time, and every time they've converted it. And I agree with you, Prodigy's been an absolute menace on the opening kills. Like, I would love to see his first kill, first death stats after this map's done.
Yeah, it's every single time Not Dead Yet is in the bag. It's always Prodigy leading the charge, fearless, if you will. Able to get a kill on the Prodigy, but match point already for Rapid Lofi. And Full Sense, gotta force this timeout if they want to take this 2-0 in the series.
We'll see. Do have the Cosmic online. Knives are there for Potter. So can put together a buy here around the knives. 4 Vandals at least to work with, but the ults weren't even chewed through for Rapid Lofi. It's just a dimensional drift. You've still got the Not Dead Yet. Prodigy is still going to be running it down. You do have the Hunter's Fury as well, and this is not something we've seen yet for Rapid Lofi. Just a straight up B execute, and Full Sense is going to be playing retake from the get-go. They do have the Cosmic, which could definitely help with that retake. John Olsen playing full retake. Potter walks his way down towards Books. Could have a quicker flank timing here as this execute comes in.
Shorty ready. Prodigy again. Very brave, because you have Not Dead Yet. But if it's a stack of 4 players, just maybe, he's gonna fall down right off the bat. Not Dead Yet, finally procced. And Potter trying to bide their time. Alert. Knocks him down. 30 HP. Again, the man of the hour. Gotta shut him down as well. Sushi Boys takes down Jin. 3v5 now. There's the Cosmic Divide to have the entire area. Spots out Trips you. And Sushi Boys gets another kill off of that. Daft is the only one left. Unable to hear a single thing. Surprise! Jump scare from Leviathan as Alert is going to take down the defuse. He's going to jump back and forth, but unable to reach the spike. He's going to take a peek! And they all line up for Alert, or rather for Daft. And there it is. We're going to Haven.
Sharp, whoever plays the comp better will win. And I would say particularly on Haven, this 3-lane kind of more attacker side of the map, who is going to get more out of their defense. Lastly, just to mention, Albus back in for Trip Shoe, similar to what we saw on Sunset, seems to be the main man who likes to play the Sova for a Rapid Lofi.
Yep. No double controllers this time. And it's going to be Albus and just as you said. And now it is the attacking again start for the side Full Sense. I can't believe we've seen this 3 times in a row up till ski today.
Yeah, we'll see how it works for them. Early on, does seem like things may shape up to be a bit of a garage C split. A lobby control's been taken courtesy of the dart cover and the dart, and the neon's been dropped off over there. There is the C site smokes, and it's actually a double lurk through garage that runs straight into the Omen and the Cypher. Only ends up going 1-for-1, and the fault line will keep Leviathan back for now.
Leviathan gotta be careful. There is a push coming from mid already, flooding towards B, but yet Potter and Leviathan still gets the upper hand. There's the dink, doesn't finish the job just yet, but there's maybe a delay, but they get it done. 2v3 now, with the spike now planted. Let's see, post plant is going to be a full long cover.
Nice and open. Dart goes in from Albus there. Shock being prepped, flashpoint trying to keep them back, but that's a really nice shot from Albus. 2 players at the bottom side of long, and Rapid Lofi are going to try to keep them out of their hidey holes, but the slide through and the jumping shot from Sushi Boys will secure it. Full Sense winning their attacker's side at pistol, and I think a lot of it comes down to that paranoia from Leviathan and the rest of the boys coming through from the C site and diving into garage together. That's what you see the replay of here. That was a really nice mid-round call.
Yeah, that was so close. It all came down again to a 1v2 situation. But yeah, that was a really good call. I mean, there was some effort from Rapid Lofi to keep Full Sense up on their guards by like pushing towards B, but it didn't work out in their favor.
My camera is destroyed.
Deep camp from Daft. Already dealt with. 1-4 from Full Sense, similar to what they were running on Abyss. Anti-eco here just posting up on all the lines. Perfect crosshair placement from Potter there to open things up.
Yeah, clean shot. Even with the jump peek, Potter was at the ready. And the site's really open, unless they decide to move away and respect that there is the rotate already happening. Prodigy, couple of shots on the Sushi Boys. 1 hit away. They're still keeping the pressure as Potter lands a triple. And now they have to guess again. They don't know if people are going to be coming from garage.
They're just waiting for them to be.
Yeah.
You're just camping on the C long line. There's the relay bolt through. Could even be an ace for Potter here, and that will secure him control of his overdrive heading into round 3 here, which means the bonus is going to be looking real scary for Full Sense.
That's true. It's overdrive because of a lot of these frags came over to Potter. Having to build up the ultimate could be deadly in the following rounds, and maybe doesn't even need it. So far, the Bulldog has been enough for Potter.
He's juggled it over to John Olsen, picked up a Bucky, and he's going to rip the overdrive. So, as expected, for Full Sense, anti-eco ace is going to mean this man is brimming with confidence. Fault line going to push him back out of A main, and control of that part of the map will be secured by Rapid Lofi, and Full Sense will pivot straight into a B hit.
Mike gets surrounded here. Overdrive no activated, able to take down Prodigy already so early. Just pushing through every single corner, trying to search and destroy. Jin with the judge. Let's see if this will equate to something.
Yeah, Full Sense way too many steps behind. There's the tag from the drone. Suka at least able to trade, but Full Sense have set themselves up in a 4-on-2 on this C side, and this bonus is looking done. Rapid Lofi agrees. They're just going to tuck their tail between their legs and try to hold on to these Vandals.
And that's what we were looking for. I think a lot of the attacking halves of Full Sense has always been still pretty close. You have Rapid Lofi, 2 rounds behind. If you win the pistol, then you're out of even. So Full Sense winning their bonus again. Does it feel like this is looking good versus the rest of the maps where they had a bit of a lot of close calls?
They're looking really comfortable on Haven so far, and Potter's off to a really good start as well, so that's very dangerous for Rapid Lofi to deal with. Suka, nice little exit to pick up Sushi Boys there, gets him closer to his Rolling Thunder, and just tries to slow down the momentum that Full Sense's economy is going to pick up after winning a bonus that easily. And that is just the power of the Neon Overdrive in this current meta right now. Just easy as you like, straight up into A lobby, dashes out with ease, up through B, through C-Link. Man has literally just discovered the whole map like he's playing a bloody RPG.
That's true, clearing the fog of war, if you will. Full sense here, full control again. Very reminiscent of their Sunset performance at the first half. Let's see how Rapid Lofi is able to retaliate here.
It's stacked up on A. They have control of A lobby, and Full Sense has been happy to give it to them. They're going to clear the top B trip. If Full Sense tries to go re-clear A here, there's a bit of a trap in lying in wait for them.
That's true. Especially with a Neon Paranoia fault line combo, maybe? If the timing is right, it could be, but it could be disastrous as well.
Trip was placed down there for Full Sense, making it seem like they're not going to go back towards this side of the map. Flash in combination with the dart means it will scan Jin. They know that the Neon is playing close, and they will respect it. Full Sense making their way back towards the C site, and Rapid Lofi, just those couple of pieces of U-tilt, bait them into stacking that A site, and Full Sense will call the audible and make the right call here. Free C site, open for business, and once again, it's just down to whether Rapid Lofi can get some damage done here.
Does seem like everyone's going to be coming from Garage or CT.
There.
So not a lot of flanks to worry about. Potter, ready for the recon as well. They don't have a lot of time, but look at this. They've got John Olsen outside of Garage, just stopping the retake all throughout. Even an upgrade as well. Fast lane to cut vision. But the round is over once again.
Yeah, you can't get back in. Like, especially if the Breach is allowed to... Breach and Neon are allowed to walk into the site for free like that. You don't have to use any util. It's very oppressive to retake back into. Like, even when Neon wasn't, and you used to see, like, Neon Breach played on Haven occasionally, or Neon Breach played on Fracture. The difficulty of retaking back into the site when there's still relay bolt, when there's still fault line, reactive paranoia, like these key pieces of utility that you want to force the attackers to use as they make their way through the map. If they're allowed to just contact onto a site for free, that retake is 50 times harder.
Yeah, yeah. It's especially if they added in John Olsen to lie in wait outside of Garage. It really cut down, you know, the percentage of success that Rapid Lofi could do for that retake. And Full Sense 4-0 start. This is what we expected, especially their stage 2 Haven was a 13-1 finish, and it feels like Full Sense wants a similar ending on this map.
Yeah, Full Sense, especially after how long of a series this has been. Two very hotly contested maps, very tight maps. It's elimination, a lot of pressure. They have come in swinging to this game of Haven, and it's up to Rapid Lofi to once again show their resilience. I feel like they've been down at the start of every first half, and they've just been scrapping the rounds in the opening halves every time, and started to come back a little bit. So we'll see if they can show us that same resilience. We'll give credit where credit's due. After every timeout, they have seemed to find success. So whatever the coach is saying seems to be resonating with the squad.
That's
if
true.
they come up with an answer, Full Sense, they're going to be heading straight into B. So we're going to pretty much head into an immediate retake probably. As Rapid Lofi are much more heavily stacked up towards the extremity. And look at that dirty, like high-low on C-Long. It's just a firing squad.
I know what you mean. Now the conga line has been broken as they made a lot of sounds from window. But down, they're not pushing lobby. Long has been infiltrated. And 22 health for Leviathan. He's just, I'm out of there.
I feel like that's every ranked. Like, I saw someone's elbow up, down 130 HP. Sick. Great. I love this game. Potter going straight. And Rapid Lofi just going to play full retake here.
Yep. They have the tools. They have some utility. They've got the Hunter's Fury for this post plan as well to break formation. Going to be planting quite out in the open. One from Hell. That Prodigy with the Paranoia activated. Now it's complete chaos. That's a lot of kills on the side of Rapid Lofi. Now it is somewhat clear. They have to take note of Long.
Wow.
They don't have to worry about it as Albus. Chipping right in. 4K. Beautiful stuff. The timeout. It's the timeout, Pilski.
Yeah, partially the timeout. If you're going to take note of anything, I mean, obviously Albus with a massive 4K on the retake there, but the way they lay it, you taking A there was perfect. Like, that's exactly how you want to do it. You had the dark cover on short, paranoia through graffiti and sight. You had the aftershock through hell, and then a dart, and you combo all of those key pieces of utility from 3 or 4 different agents at the same time, and it's overwhelming to deal with when you're trying to sit inside of the site for full sense. So really, really good stuff from Rapid Lofi.
Really good layering of utility, just as you said. Could just give out the site and do it all over again. The fact that they still have Founder's Fury is a good statement that they didn't even need to use it at all.
Oh, full well for Rapid Lofi. They just played the retake game and they won, and they're going to keep playing. And just going to respect the execute, but this time Rapid Lofi, they are ready on the flank. TP goes through from the Omen. Out comes the Hunter's Fury. Albus trying to chip down the numbers, and he's found Sushi Boys. Really well done. Once again, Rapid Lofi in this retake setup seem to be finding success.
And see if Jin checks Potter's angle over here. The drone will check him out, though. Now with a relay bolt, paranoia, fast lane, not going to live any longer. And that's a second frag and a third. Beautiful stuff by Rapid Lofi.
It is. It's just textbook. These A-site retakes have been so good.
That was clean.
Whatever the coach said in the timeout has got the boys fired up, and they have just executed full sense on this A-site. Have said, yeah, cool. Take the A site, guys. You can have it. Trust me. Like, it's fine with us. Our retakes are so clean. And they showed that really nice timing to TP over the trip. Like, they could have broken that flank trip if they wanted. They had 3 players there, but instead they just trust Prodigy to try to step up over the top. And the other boys came through from spawn side, and they just absolutely fold full sense on the A side again.
And they want to try for the 3rd time as well. Well, different position coming from the side of Jin. More aggressive long take with Albus. Now with an off angle, we're labeled. It's kind of trapped in between everybody. But guess what, Sushi Boys and Potter? They have a different plan. And what is that shot, Potter? Ain't no way that we just witnessed that. And now it's -2, or rather 2 left for Rapid Lofi.
I feel bad for them. I like the read, like a 4-stack towards a lobby. They had all the right players in position, all the right pieces of utility, but sometimes the shots just don't land. And full sense, despite being stunned, despite being harassed by util, could not.
Enemy remaining.
All connected their shots, as did Leviathan. Catching Daft on the rotation. Suka will be seen by the cam here. I'm surprised John Olsen even clicked on him with it. Letting him know that he could see him, because honestly you could just flank the man and kill him, but he'll get it done either way. That was easier round than it should have been for full sense. And sometimes these Riku, like, that's a round where, for me, that's the perfect call for RLF. It was an A trap through the progression dark cover. All of the util looked like it was going in the right places, and just not a single kill was connected.
Yeah. It felt like Full Sense was walking into a trap. They had it covered, but Full Sense just completely flipped the table, flipped the script. Rapid Lofi now, operator in hand with overdrive for Jin. Let's see.
Yeah, he's going to post up on that C-long line. Cam clears out grass. That is playing a Cypher in a nutshell. John Olsen with one hand on the keyboard. Man doesn't even really need to do much. You could probably scroll through his Twitter for another 20 seconds, most likely. Full Sense clearing the top B trip. And we'll see where they go to from here. I mean, from here, you know, Gary retake A long, push him off the info line, maybe kick off and execute. You got options. Good to see Prodigy. This is what I was talking about with the from the shadows. He can push down in towards Cubby like that, and it'll be a little easier for him to rotate. So that kind of position is really solid on the Omen.
Deploying drone.
That's true. Very good when it comes to just getting a lot of space for the team. John Olsen, though, pushing towards B for some lurking duties. And Albus doesn't spot out anyone just yet.
He's still jiggling. Man's looking like me after a day at the buffet. Gonna walk back on site. And he'll probably just play retake. I mean, Rapid Lofi will keep trusting these retakes. Get caught in transition though. He's sticking around. There you go. Forced off the side by the Rolling Thunder.
Daft and John Olsen do the 1v1 on the B. They're still anticipating maybe a second player is gonna come from mid, but nope. Here comes the post plant already. As Potter is gonna stick around from hell, able to dash through, no problem. Even dodging the fall line, but not the paranoia. A lot of kills on the kill feed, and Leviathan takes down some more. And now it's a 1v2 situation. He doesn't have any time to breathe at all, and it's another retake from RLF.
Just don't go, eh? Like, just don't do it anymore. Stop. 0% win rate.
Right there.
The only time they've won is when Rapid Lo-Fi ran into them on the A-trap, and I felt like that was still a good read. Like, after this timeout, Rapid Lo-Fi have won every post plant on that A site. This has just been fantastic to watch. And for to take a timeout, and I don't even know what you say. Like, these are frustrating timeouts to take as a coach, because you're like, guys, we have the A site for free every time, and we can't close a single post plant. Like, let's ice the details. Let's get an active lurk in play. Let's do something. And I think it's important to bring up the active lurk as well, because you pointed out John Olsen went down before we even headed into the mid to late round, and it feels like full set. If they can't hold, right, they can't play in the site, because Rapid Lo-Fi is very good. That's why we do need to start to mix in double flanks, start to try to play post plant and spam and things like that. Either that or don't go A anymore. Let's do something different. But CBBK, man's got a lot of experience, and he's saying something that resonates. I can see him doing a bit of yapping, and Alert is nodding his head and also telling the boys what to do. So very clear that Full Sets has come up with a good plan. Let's see what they go for.
I mean, C has been quite the hold for Full Sense, and honestly, with this kind of lead, you want to keep it up. You want to increase the gap between RLF, because they're a very capable team of just taking that lead away from you. And now Operator once more for Jin, able to save that from the previous round. Now C feels very scary to even peek from.
Oh, this is a change up. So they're leaving John in sewer. They're letting dropping the Cypher off in that aggressive position on the lurk. Once again, Prodigy, despite not having front, is going to push into this cubby, play a disruptive position. This time, Full Sets pressure, the Gary control. They're going to meet up with the Cypher lurk. There's the trip spotted out by Alert. He's going to go ahead and break that and just create a lot of pressure on Garage.
Gotta be careful. The Suka able to push a little bit, but at least they're able to clear out utility. Now they're creeping onto A again. Take 5, Full Sense says. They really need to, clear their demons here on A.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Cam has been left behind, so that's going to help them scout out the retake here. RLF, that's not going to be tapped until we're in the post plant. Rolling Thunder's there. There isn't an active lurk in play at all, so they're trusting themselves to hold even trips down there. That's been cleared by the shock, though. Cam will get tapped, and surely the Rolling Thunder will come through here.
Absolutely. Now Overdrive as well available for Jin. Let's see. Potter playing very close and dangerous. Fast lane to escape onto sewers. Able to retreat. Now Jin still holding on out. Spike pretty much very open as Rolling Thunder used onto sewers, but it doesn't really necessarily clear the ones by long. Daff finds Sushi Boys. Lots of trades here and there as Alert is gonna get taken down. Potter on towards the side. Gonna dash right in. Finds the head. And now it's all up to Daff. Too clutch this for the team, but it's too much. And there it is. Full Sense breaks finally the curse that they've been stuck in.
Yeah, finally won an after plan on A, but I have to again, tip my hat to RLF. I thought they were going to Rolling Thunder across the site, and no one was playing on site really, except for Potter, who is invincible playing Neon. Getting hit by any ultimate, can just fast lane and run away from an 8 ulti or ult. RLF, they held the Rolling Thunder until they tapped, and then Rolling Thunder through sewers and long, and then run at the Sova, who's playing the post plant. Now again, you're going to see this A-trap being attempted by Rapid Lo-Fi. Look, as far as I'm concerned, the calling has been excellent from Rapid Lo-Fi. It's just small execution or not winning gun duels, aim duels rather, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. It's having to bridge the gap into that executing what they want to have, they have in mind. But take a look at this though. Might be a scuffle, a big fight by window. Do they see this coming? Now they do. Spargy Suka destroys the 2 members of Full Sense. Now they're searching. They want to destroy the rest of the Full Sense members off of this post plant. They're stuck here behind the smoke by John Olsen's head. And there it is. Able to clear every single corner. And RLF wins another round.
Yeah, just pop overdrive and step 2 question mark, step 3 profit. 4 rounds for Rapid Lofi. Another nice retake despite Full Sense getting onto B with blistering pace. Ended up in a post plant very quickly, but Rapid Lofi turned in a potential A trap into a big flank hold window and cleaned that up pretty cleanly. And now finally, after putting in the hard yards for quite a while, it's been back and forth for 6 rounds straight, but finally Rapid Lofi has actually broken Full Sense's money here. And I was saying, the team that wins this series is probably going to be the team that gets more out of their defense. And Rapid Lofi, this is a potentially easier round for them. This could even be a 6-6 on Haven.
That's true. That's not what you want on the side of Full Sense. Just as you said, it is all about having the better defense, better points. But let's see, Potter activates overdrive, gets held down by a lot of these utilities on the board, and first blood already done by Jin. They open up the map from Garage as well, and everything is just falling apart on the side of Full Sense. Unable to find a pick, maybe a transfer, but with 6 HP, what can you do? It's a little bit of a dicey situation. The spike is in Garage. Now you don't know where the rest of the 2 members are at.
You're going to plant default. But like you said, 6 HP, you can literally right-click in with the classic. You should not be losing this round. I love this from Potter, though, going all the way around. I don't think this can be heard by Albus. But on a default plant, I don't know if that garage flank is going to pay off for him.
That's true. They might anticipate this. They might even stick it. I think they heard it. Process of elimination. They're going to stick it nonetheless. And there it is. RLF, 5-6. 1 more, and they're dead even.
Yeah, and I feel like they could have got even more than that. I feel like even 2 or 3 more of these rounds, they probably could have won them as well. This defense has been super solid. Not to mention the fact that I think Full Sense won this pistol. So honestly, like, the Rapid Lofi has had a very, very nice defensive side of Haven here. They are really fighting for this series. I'm keen to see what Full Sense have on their defense. But before we head there, Hunter's Fury's there for Rapid Lofi. Full Sense are going to be sending it towards C, and there's already 3 players here.
Let's see. They're pushing. It's going to be a 2v4 situation, and yet they're able to win off the trade. Strengths and numbers, and now C is open.
Yeah, 3 players just folding in an instant. So 3-on-4 down C long, and Full Sense wins all the duels. Out comes the Neural Theft, revealing the last 2 players' positions. Hunter's Fury gets dodged, adding insult to injury, and this looks like a round for Full Sense every day of the week.
7-5, very reminiscent of the previous maps that we've seen so far, and RLF no sweat, but let's see how they're able to still try. Maybe something happens. Albus, though, is gonna get deterred by the relay bolts. Very, very hard angle to even push through. Rolling Thunder even utilized for a quick round, and the first half is going to be a 7-5 with Full Sense in the lead. Very battle of their tournament lives. Full Sense and RLF still fighting neck and neck, similar to Sunset and Abyss. Let's see what the ending of the story is for both of these teams.
I was just saying how hungry I was in the break. Jin's absolutely ate that shock dart. Jesus. Creeping out A long now. 3 players here ready to receive from Full Sense.
Quiet as a cat, and Sushi Boy is able to take down Prodigy as well. Now numbers advantage at least temporarily on the site before the rotates happen. It's still Daft edge it closer and closer. Potter, though, coming from the side, does he check? This is the question. Sees the nuzzle. And that's how Potter able to get the advantage for the squad. And there we go. Plan even not happening. Full Sense wins the pistol.
Potter's working overtime. Jesus, like 20 plus kills in 14 rounds, 22 kills. Having an outstanding game for Full Sense, and that's the 2nd pistol they've won on Haven here. Rapid Lofi forced back onto the save. Had a great defensive half, but we're going to have to ask from them another great attacking side. they've had 2 in a row, but that doesn't guarantee that they can just automatically have one on every single map. You know, Haven's been a bit of a hit or miss map for them. And looking at their attacking halves, against Fancy in particular, they went 2 and 10 on the attack side, so that does not bode well.
Very true. Ooh, Potter unable to get the stun in. And there it is, John Olsen, though, trying to recover on this garage take. No sweat, just Potter being lost. It just feels like RLF wanted to get that round done and dusted to make sure that they get to the buy rounds already.
Yeah, Neon's dead. You take that as a win. Send a bit of a message sometimes. Even that is a challenge in and of itself. But Full Sense quite happy with how that's gone. Their bonus is looking pretty nice here. Could get some damage done. Rapid Lofi onto their own buy. We'll see what they've got prepped for this.
That goes there.
Does seem like they're heading towards the middle of the map early on here.
Goes here.
A main control going to be taken by Full Sense. Lobby control secured. Potter sliding up onto the angle. Mid taken by Rapid Lofi in response, trying to spam through onto the B trips and starting to make some moves towards garage.
Shadows traveling.
Maybe take 2 of this. Leviathan has Paranoia. Able to recover and escape, at least with the Shrouded Step. They're baiting a lot of utilities from one point to another. They might make a decision soon.
The decision is to go back towards A, but heading towards Potter is never a good idea.
Nope. Unless strength in numbers, just as we said, relay bolt, fax lane. Managed to escape at least, but half HP already.
Yeah, 2 players here ready to receive though. Both Sushi Boys and Alert have both rotated, so this is a 3-site strong. And you do have Sova in a close corner with a Spectre. Could cause some problems for Rapid Lofi, and they agree they're going to head back towards B, where a trip was placed in the mid-round by John Olsen. Very cheeky, but still cleared by the Shocky.
Yep, Leviathan as well. Spots out the rotation. Not going to be a B. It is going to be a C hit. And already stunned, but the Paranoia is going to slow them down a little bit here. Jin, unable to find first blood just yet. John Olsen hugging backside, ready for the angle. But the Collat is there as well. The headshots from the Guardian is going to do so much pain on this buy round for RLF. Paranoia on this one. 13 seconds of the clock. The spike is in the middle. And yet there is a chance for them to recover this round.
Yeah, that was the standout on Abyss. He's been feeling himself. Only a Spectre in hand. Daft is quite low. Jiggle coming through from Prodigy. He's going to play the off angle over towards Logside. He cops a ding. Both of these players very low now. Shock Dart starting to zone. Dart being prepped towards backside. He's going to throw a bit of a dribble. Start running at them with the Spectre. That's ridiculous. And that's Full Sense securing their bonus round. And Alert.
It is over.
Little kiss to the sky. That's one for the homies who believed in him.
You can feel the energy. The mood has shifted. Having a 5-round gap is a sigh of relief, and winning the supposed bonus of RLF in this round. And the fact that it was 6 bullets enough to shut down Daft for that final 1v1, and Alert's happy expression is just going to really shine a big momentum on the side of Full Sense.
Yeah, and you don't want to see RLF's reaction to that. Like a 2-on-1 against a Spectre like that should be pretty routine. That's going to be pretty tilting for them. Jin running his way into middle. It's a half buy and a quick one towards B.
There we go, Leviathan. Already towards Link, but still going to wait for the rest of the team to go through. There's the planned confirmation.
Plant denied by the aftershock. Full Sense going to push into grass and probably try to wrap them.
Gotta be careful. It is Daft ready for the possible flank to watch out for this, but I think Potter's spider sense is just tingling as Leviathan gets a kill onto Prodigy. Daft will follow through. No flank anymore. It's all about the site members that from RLF. Suka gets a kill before he goes down. And there we go. 11-5. Full Sense gets to keep a lot of their weapons on the next round.
That's a really nicely pre-planned retake from Full Sense. Like you can see all of the ducks in a row there. Dark cover to bottom side of grass, the way they wrap through with the breach utility through garage, and then Paranoia fault line layered across the B site. There's very few spots that weren't checked, that weren't cleared, or weren't dealt with by utility in the right places. That is very, very nice. And so far, A flawless defense for Full Sense. 11 and 5 Rapid Lo-Fi. 1 gun round, or they are out of VCL SEA Stage 3. And here's time for another timeout. The timeouts from Rapid Lo-Fi's coach have been gold so far in this series, but this is going to need to be an especially good one.
That's so true. It is quite the tall hill to climb, deny match point against Full Sense. And the fact that everybody from Full Sense seems to be online, their retakes, their defense has been much more stellar than what RLF has shown on the first half. But they do have the Rolling Thunder. They've got their buy round. They've got a lot of tools to prevent a flood of retake from Full Sense. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, but it's going to take consistency when you're down 5-11, and that is the, you know, difficulty as a coach. Sometimes you're taking a timeout. It's the last time you get any input. Not only do you have to give them a read about the immediacy of the next round, but got to keep the mental going for the rounds after that. And now you just let them loose and hope that they can find all the solutions that they need to going forward. Tech pause going to further slow down this momentum, which will be a sigh of relief, maybe a chance to breathe for Rapid Lo-Fi. Not that they're allowed to talk to each other in a tech pause, but more so, more downtime is either going to be the pressure releasing and a chance to kind of cool down and gather your thoughts, or it's going to be just that feeling of impending doom that Full Sense is breathing down your neck and you're about to get kicked out of the tournament.
Yeah, it's a lot of these thoughts, you know, that's going to be ruling the mindset, especially that when you look at it from this perspective, it's what, just two more wins on the side of Full Sense. Especially, you know, usually when we hear the players take it round by round, just take it round by round. But at the same time, it's very hard to maintain that sort of mentality at such a very crucial series in VCL.
Yeah, I mean, you can have that mentality, but it just takes one round. Like, you lose this round, it's over. So Potter's got overdrive as well, and the man's got 26 kills. So it's feeling pretty Jova for anyone who, I mean, that's not even relevant, is it? Because that wasn't even that election. But we won't bring politics into it as we head out of the tech pause, but I'm not seeing the timer moving. Yeah, oh, there we go. All right, looking like Rapid Lo-Fi. Heading towards A early on. I think Potter's actually on B here, so this is just going to be fake pressure. It's going to be a dark cover and, like, fake pressure of the A lobby control from the defense. They're making it look like they're taking it, and Rapid Lo-Fi doesn't really fall for that. They're still going to send Jin out on long and take this control. The instant drone is a bit of a tell through sewer. Like, that makes it feel like this is a weak site, and if I'm Rapid Lo-Fi and I see that drone that early on, I'm thinking, like, why is he using that 20 seconds into the round? And you're feeling like something's a little fishy. Unfortunately, Potter, everything this man touches turns to gold. And John Olsen going to catch Daft on the cross. And like I said, Riku, you can take it round by round, but all it takes is one round for your money to get reset, and it's GG's.
Yeah, it is going to be a tough round on the next. -2 already for the side of RLF on this post plant. Everything just falling apart on RLF. Full Sense can play by their time. They have the advantage. They bring up some important ults on the next, even with a jump peek with the Neon, clearing every single corner. Want to be safe, very disciplined, if you will.
Paranoia coming through though. Jin under a lot of pressure, but he responds in kind. John Olsen on the flank though, in combination with Sushi Boys, will repel any chance of a 3-on-5 being put together by Rapid Lo-Fi there, and Full Sense secure themselves series point. Rapid Lo-Fi with the plant down will help their money a little bit, but not enough to make them super happy about their prospects here.
Yeah, let's take a look at, you know, the replay. It's just really good first blood picks from the side of Full Sense. The fact that they had neural theft as well. Okay, overdrive available for the side of Rapid Lo-Fi. Could be something that they can try to prolong this map.
Oh, they're going A again, and Alert is already holding that Hunter's Fury, and it looks like Full Sense is going to be running it down lobby side.
Oh. Right, there it is, overdrive activated, ultimates, screams all over the place. It is a lobby massacre. And Full Sense is just bringing down the hurt. A little bit of a pause, but what can you do with -2 already on your side? Prodigy at least able to get a hold of Heaven, but there is a lot of members still pursuing the fight onto lobby. Dark Shroud still over there. Potter is in a very cheeky angle. They're pre-firing the box. Fast lane, they got a beak. That's 2v4 situation. Sushi Boys gets killed, and Albus is the only one left until he falls. And Full Sense, they get to continue their journey here at Valorant Challengers SEA.